I've been given the chance to participate in the repechage. I have to make the most of it, and not disappoint everyone who's been cheering me on.
Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Omar, and this is the continuation of the War Dance and my first ever playthrough of Honkai Star Rail. I'm sure you'll win. I'm actually so sure, Luca, that we're going to do it this time. You have a new motivation, went through a lot. Totally believe in you.
With a dedicated coach like you, of course I'm going to win.
It's all you, you know? And of course he knows he can accept help, of course.
But I'm still not quite clear. What are the rules for this popularity revival match?
You just have to, like, beat Argenti?
According to the previous war dances, the repechage is a free-for-all among popular contestants that have been eliminated. There's only one winner, and only the winner can rejoin the knockout stage.
Okay, so it's just literally just like, whoever's left standing?
But General Jing Yuan has amended the rules, hoping to give more opportunities for the contestants to showcase the beauty of duels.
Okay.
It is said that the Lafu has invited a highly reputable warrior known for his virtue to serve as the referee for the repechage. Have you guys heard of the Knight of Beauty?
Wait, he's gonna be the referee? That's an old pal of mine, Argenti. He's gonna be the ref?
Astral Express is so well connected.
Hell yeah.
I've run into so many friends of yours already while participating in the war dance.
Mr. Luca, I'm sure the knight will see the beauty in your powerful punches. I truly hope you win.
That's really interesting. I thought Argenti was gonna be who we were fighting, but I guess he's gonna be the referee.
Thanks, Miss Carmela. I will succeed.
Yeah, we gotta have that motive. Gotta have that like positive attitude, right? We do.
That way I won't have to worry about getting a permanent role anymore.
Okay. And like when I say positive attitude, you guys know, like I'm like, you know, Luca could be upset if he wants. You know, anyone could be sad if they want. But now that we're like in this mode here, I want him to feel positive. But if he needs to be sad as well, as we always say, we're here to hear that too. You know, 100%. So this is Challenge Argenti. Do we still have to get some? We don't need any points, do we?
Impressive when I punch. It's not like I can see myself in action.
Luca, there's no more impressive punch in this game than Luca's like robot arm punch with the explosion.
Impress the Knight of Beauty. The Knights of Beauty sounds like an organization with high aesthetic standards. Argenti will love you, okay? Because Argenti doesn't just, cause like Luca's of course a pretty character, but also Argenti sees like the inside as well. He sees what makes things beautiful. It's actually like, I think that standard that they hold themselves to a higher standard than they do the rest of the world because they see the beauty in a lot of things, you know? Don't overthink, Luca. Think about Margie and always focus on your next punch.
And that's it, right? This is what I'm talking about, that motivation and that attitude now, right? He knows, again, Margie in the end, in his own words, quote unquote, lost the fight, but in his heart won the fight because she kept fighting.
Are you ready to showcase your style?
Let's go, let's
All
go.
set. I'm gonna win.
I think it will be knockout stages still,
No
right?
doubt about that.
I think so. We'll see anyway. This is so much fun though. I have no problem doing knockout stages as well. Man, it says versus Argenti, but like, will it be actually versus Argenti? So arena environment, after all ally characters have collectively used 3 ultimates 3 times, activates Brave Fist, and deals a set amount of wind damage for 5 hits to random enemy targets. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was kind of like wondering, is it actually going to be a fight? Or maybe he tests how good you are? Okay, hand is going up again on the thing. Okay. We actually are using Argenti today with Huahua. So we activate ultimates. I think it could be good to put launch, but no, we have a healer. So maybe we put... I don't know. I never know what to do here. But it's really fun trying out characters anyway. I always pick Hanya as like as a example of someone we could use, right? Kafka maybe is always not. It's hard to go wrong with Kafka. Bronya as well, as a support character. Yeah, I think I'm good with picking Bronya, right? Just a bit of support, right? Yeah. I think I'm good with picking Bronya. Again, I don't know, but it's nice to try out these characters anyway. Even in the context of like stuff I don't even like know too well. Let's get a passive there as well, why not? whatever they want to do. I'm very excited for this. Like, I wonder if it's actually going to be versus Argenti, because we know there is an Argenti boss battle in the game. So it's not like they have to redesign another boss battle for this boss battle. We know there's an Argenti boss battle in this game. We know this game. We know this. So this might be one of the few times I'm like, they actually use Argenti.
The Knight of Beauty is a super popular young hero, Luca Strongarm.
So, he's a referee in a sense that he is literally fighting against. It's almost like the same way Dr. Crowler was the referee for Jade and Yuki's battle, where they have to fight Dr. Crowler to get into Duel Academy. In this sense, you have to fight the Knight of Beauty, Argenti, and then he will see if you're strong enough to move on, I guess. That's kind of referee. Look at him.
Cosmos has been waiting for your return. We all love you.
That's awesome. As expected, it is you, Argenti. I love seeing
Good to
Argenti.
see you again, dear friend. Your demeanor is still as captivating as
Speaking of captivating, this person right here.
As much as I want to keep chatting with you, dear friend, please forgive me for not giving you as much attention today.
It's okay.
You're not the star of the day. It's Luke.
Honestly, Luca's always a star for sure.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Argenti. I've heard a lot about you. They say you're really great. I'm pretty good myself, too.
You can tell he's a little bit more confident, or at least, like, at the very least, what Luca is doing now, which I think is a really good idea. It's not a fake it till you make it. It's meeting the nerves halfway. So we know that Luca's nervous about what's happening right now. We know that he has a nervous feeling. We know that you can't just become like this great hero overnight, right? Or you can't get a 100% confidence overnight. So it's almost like he has like the 80% of confidence he got from Margie, but he still has a bit of nerves. But instead of like, you know, letting the 20% nerves meet him, he's meeting the nerves by, you know, by adding like an extra 20% of like, I'm great too. You know, like it's actually a really good way of doing it. Again, it's not fake it till you make it. It's more just like positive affirmations. I'm great. I'm good, right?
This isn't my first time seeing you. I was there when you had the duel with...
Oh, wow. So, okay, don't let that get to you, though. You lost, but it's okay.
Mr. Argenti, I'm sorry you had to see that spectacle. But please, don't underestimate me because
Exactly. Great. He's using all the right words for not just the people around him, for himself. These are good words for himself.
No, not at all. When you stepped forward and swung your fist at a formidable opponent...
Of course, Argenti loves this.
The beauty of that moment struck me. I've been replaying it in my mind for some time, and it always brings tears to my eyes.
That's so awesome. Of course he loves this.
You're making me blush. I lost so badly, it didn't really seem beautiful at all.
I must correct you, Luca. Idrilla never promotes the twisted notion of winners being
Yes.
more beautiful than losers.
Yes.
Boothill was only trying to scare you, but you weren't aware of that at the time. You thought you were dying, but for the sake of your dignity, honor, and home, you stood firm and threw a punch.
Yes. No, legitimately, like these lines are why I love Argenti, right? Losers are not less beautiful than winners, right? And here as well, like this line right here, the idea of like you stood up, you still moved in for the hit. Of course, Argenti's gonna love that. You know what I mean? Of course, Argenti's gonna see the beauty in like someone trying their damn hardest.
In my view, that's combat aesthetics at its finest.
Heck yeah.
However, even though I hold you in high regard, we still have to compete according to the rules of the Warriors.
And Argenti can find beauty in the battle as well, but Argenti is like, you know, hey, I'd probably let you go, but you know.
No problem. I won't disappoint you, Mr.
Look at the
Argenti.
setting. It's so great, isn't it? Yeah, I'm totally cool with that's such a great interaction. Yes, there it is, an Argenti battle, is it?
Luca, prepare
Is it?
yourself.
It is. Yeah, because there's already an Argenti boss battle. That would have been crazy to have to not use his actual boss that's actually a thing in the game, right? Oh, there's two of them. No. The music here as well.
Relax. Patience is my middle name.
So inspirational, right? So
I
adventurous.
always deliver.
I love that freaking contract stuff. It's so cool.
You're invited to perform.
We haven't seen this in a bit.
The Rondo of Beauty.
Have we gone to use Argenti before? I don't think so. I think we've seen him fight against us. But yeah, his pose here is so cool. Look at this like heroic pose with the contract around him as well. Yeah, he is one of my favorite characters. And of course I worship Adrilla as well.
I will protect all.
Wait, we haven't seen
in
this.
the universe.
He had a different move, didn't he?
Flesh wound.
The standing in the stone hallway is so
Put forth
freaking
all
cool.
your might.
Wait, did he do the same thing to us with his
Duty is
move?
my guiding light. Wretched and fleeting.
So great. Argenti's so cool. I love that you can actually feel the weight of his moveset. Like I genuinely could feel the weight of his armor as he was jumping up. This music is so romantic, it's so adventurous, it's so beautiful.
The time is now. Lend me your strength.
My oath.
I think we've
is to
seen
a
everyone's move
solitary
now, so we can
rose.
definitely speed up a little bit.
Wretched and fleeting.
Then
What a pause.
deem the rule.
Until I see that
Yeah,
light once
this is
more.
so great. It's so great seeing Argenti again, and he's back in such a perfect place as well, you know? What a great motivator to fight Argenti after, like, you know, losing a lot of your motivation and getting it back just, like, you know, bit by bit. And having such an amazing moment, like, of realizing how,
You
you know,
who wander.
your place,
your
I guess, at this
eyes.
tournament as well, from Luca's perspective, and then meeting someone who is, like, one of the biggest motivators in the world, you know?
Protect
This is
all
so cool.
beauty.
So that's 2.
Get them.
The music's it's so, like, romantic, adventurous. It's so Argenti.
The opponent strikes again. Protect all beauty. The flesh wound.
There's the wind attack they were talking as well, right? It's interesting, right, that they do have, like, that wind attack as well.
Think of these moves.
Let's go for it. We've seen this before, but, like, this is crazy. The foot onto the contract with the stake.
Or for you.
I actually don't like doing this to Argenti, honestly.
Flesh wound.
Makes me sad. Honestly, like, we're not doing, like, a great amount of damage here that, like, I expect. Oh, great. So we can do... I forget, is Swallow's move,
We've entered the storm.
I don't know if it's a healing move. I forget. It's one of those things we use so many trial characters here that I
To
forget.
guard and
It's my
defend.
bad.
Crush them.
And it has been a few days,
Till I
but
see that light once more. I will protect all
I love
beauty.
that move. Like, him standing in this, like, broken down castle is such a cool thing.
We have a deal.
I mean, we could do it anyway. Yeah.
There's no backing out now.
Such a great, it's
For
such a
me,
crazy
Oreo.
thing to stop a contract with your foot. Oh yeah, let's go for it again. Yeah, we have him. We're gonna get this health down at least the full way. Yeah, it is a restore. Yeah, 100%.
I'll crush them all.
So cute. Oh, it's attack boost. Okay, it's sports, so we do use it. Okay, great. Now I'll know that for future reference.
To
I don't think
guard
I'll
and
forget it now.
defend. Crush them.
He says, as he's forgotten
Till
things
I
before.
see that I will protect all beauty.
So good. Protect that beauty.
What an exciting match.
It is exciting, isn't it?
Next.
Have a deal. There's no backing out now.
I just don't like doing this to
Oreo.
Argenti. Any like IPC magic I'm using Argenti, like it's not canon, okay guys? Just know that. Everyone know it's not canon. Oh, now he has 4, yeah.
An
Such a beautiful character.
of beauty with me.
Just one of like the most like
Hang in there, Luca.
does it make sense to say like agreeably beautiful? It's like I can never find anything wrong with him ever.
Wretched and fleeting.
He's like a perfect like character. These pauses for Jade,
Rise to the
insane.
challenge. Rise to the challenge. Until I see, I will protect all beauty. The flesh wound.
Flesh wound, he says. 'Tis but a flesh wound. We could. I think restoring is not a bad idea.
My
Make sure we're getting all the
gratitude
healing
is
back as well.
Not bad.
Oh my god, the damage we're getting here. And he gets to attack right afterwards? Okay, it's not too bad.
to a solitary rose. Seems to be struggling to land a counter.
He says he's going to give us one last chance. I love the commentator still commenting on all this stuff though, as it's happening though. It's a really nice touch. Albert, who you guys said is very famous,
I will protect all beauty.
which is very funny to me. It's my first time seeing Albert was like in this.
The challenge.
We have a deal. There's no backing out.
Yeah, this is non-canon by the way.
For me or you.
I know someone's gonna say, well, Calvin, like, well, how on Argenti fighting against Argenti isn't canon either. Yeah, but that's
Lend
super
me
not
your
canon. Is an IPC member doing that
My
to
guiding light.
our boy. It's super not canon.
Till
It's super
I see
duper
that
duper
I will
duper not
protect all
canon.
beauty. The flesh wound.
Who's the little
Flesh wound
bastard?
is crazy still.
Argenti, this punch count as the beauty?
Oh my god.
The indomitable Luca never gives up. The fight continues.
Does it count as beauty, he asked.
Get that.
So Argenti gets
Till I see
his energy
that
even from
light,
getting
I will
hits. Well, I
protect
think the
all
other characters do, but
beauty.
he gets a lot though, right?
Self-inflicted
Rise to
misery.
the challenge.
So good.
Let the duel commence. Put forth all your might.
It's hard not to also root for enemy Argenti.
We've entered the storm.
You know what I mean? It's hard not to.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
My oath is to a solitary rose, wretched and fleeting.
Time for a lesson.
Yeah, it's over now as well.
Keep your cool,
Yeah, this is like an
Luca.
interesting battle, an
Argenti
interesting way to
see
do it,
your
right?
brave
For sure.
side.
I will protect all beauty. For a try.
There we go. And we get this move. Might as well get the. We should have done buff first, but here we are. That's life. We should have done the. Oh, we have the move again. I love the rose symbol on his move though. It's really cool.
Luca has set the arena ablaze with
There's no
excitement.
backing out now. For me or you. Don't come any closer.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Rise to the challenge. Till I see that light once more. I will protect
Yeah.
all beauty.
You know, like as usual, it's just like you use the moves. Oh, he's at 1%, which means it's probably story based.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, what's happening?
Excellent.
Oh, of course we're not going to kill
I
him.
wasn't wrong about you. Your skills, wisdom, and courage embody the beauty of a martial
Heck
art.
yeah, this is so fun. Like, what a motivator having Argenti say this to you. It motivates me, man. If he said this to me,
Argenti sees beauty in Luca. That means Luca's strong arm is set to make a comeback to the one.
heck yeah, Luca, well done.
Where are the Luca fans? Let me hear you holla. 3, 2,
Please have a crowd roar.
1, mix.
Mr. Argenti, I'm truly grateful
I skipped it
for
by
your
accident.
recognition.
Maybe would they actually cheer?
Where are the Luca fans? Let me hear you holla. 3, 2, 1, make some noise.
Okay.
Actually, I'm simply using the authority granted by the Cienjo people to let you return to the tournament. You don't need my
Jesus
recognition
Christ.
at all, or anyone else.
He's perfect, isn't he? And there it is. You don't need anyone else's recognition, but like it's so great that like even in these moments, like Argenti's always like this, where he's like, I literally did this for like, and now he's saying like, hey, I'm just doing what I was supposed to do, But other times he's like, why wouldn't I do this? Why wouldn't I help someone out? Now there is funny times where I always remember the moment that made me fall in love with him is the fact that there's a story literally about how someone was about to die and he wouldn't save them until they said that his god was beautiful, which honestly, so cool.
It's hard to understand your words when they sound so philosophical.
He's just saying that he did his job and like only you need to look at Luca, you're so pretty. Only you need to recognize yourself. You don't need anyone else's recognition.
No matter. Just remember one thing. You're already the embodiment of the beauty of battle, which is a fact. Regardless of winning and losing or what others may say,
Yes.
it can't be taken away from
So amazing. And that's, again, it's not by accident they put him right after like this big gigantic moment in Luca's story. Like, it's such a motivator to hear someone just like say this to you directly, especially someone you don't know but has a reputation. That's a big deal. Because like while like people giving you motivation is a really good thing as well, there's something that hits differently from like someone who like is like a high ranking person you've never really like known before, but they've saw you fight and they're kind of like, no, dude, like you are good. There's something about that, right?
Now, keep that in mind.
Oh.
And try to digest its meaning when I'm back home.
No, Luca, I know like Luca's just like, Argenti, like if you just meet him for the first time, you're like, what does he mean? Like Argenti sees the beauty in everything, right? And he truly thinks that your bravery and your willingness to fight for your home and even like you taking 6 bullets was beautiful to him because, again, I know for a fact Argenti was sitting in the crowd as he saw that and he moved forward like, oh my god. And that's the type of person Argenti is, by the way. Boot Hill shot him 6 times, right? Really quickly and won that battle in a few seconds. And you know for a fact Argenti said, my god, Luke is amazing in that moment. You know what I mean? That's Argenti. He saw the beauty in the moment rather than the actual moves. Argenti's the type of person who watches like a boxing match and like the loser loses after 6 rounds and he fights so desperately and he's bloodied and battered and eventually he falls to the ground. Argenti's the one who stands up and starts crying for the loser. You know what I mean? He's that type of person. He loves the beautiful aspect of it, the emotional aspect of it, the personality behind it.
By the way, I heard there's another war dance contestant who's good at using an iron arm. If you two are matched as opponents, it will surely be a magnificent dance.
Another strong arm? Who could that be?
It can't be Igor, right? Because Igor is like dead. So like I was thinking Igor is the first thing I thought of. I thought Boot Hill as well, but
I shall take my leave.
Oh my god. It's so cool seeing these two together as well. That was awesome. That was so awesome. Sometime later, the venue of the Luminary War Dance press conference. Oh, we're doing another press conference. Okay. Did you see Argenti and Luca? What a pretty bunch. First off, congrats to Luca on winning the repage. We have once again invited Coach Stell to answer journalist questions about this match. Also, we have Gui again, we have Carmela, and we have 2 nobodies who aren't going to get the questions answered. Why do you even try at all? Go home, okay? I don't answer stupid questions. I was going to ask you, like, what's your motivation to keep going? Oh, there, the motivation again. More motivation. To the journalists who've arrived at the site, please situate yourself appropriately. Maintain your distance to get your questions ready according to procedure. I trust you all have prepared many questions. Let's not waste them. Have Coach Cell pick the journalists. Please pay attention. No time. We're starting now. So the first person we're going to pick is first row. I think we're going to do second from the left. Just randomly. It's just randomly. I'm going to do it randomly. Yeah. You there. Really amazing character that we hung out with in an entire event. It's really awesome as my friend. Go on. Coach Swell, I'm Gwen Ifan, special correspondent from the Ciancio Martial Elite Network. Oh, hello. How are you? Did you change your thing? To promote Lucas' apology, I screamed till I went hoarse during the live stream. Don't you have something to say about that, Coach Stell? Hey, I thought we were buds. You tried to do me a favor or something? I really must thank you. I thank you, Gwen. Luke is someone who is worth our efforts. Hell yeah. He's getting a lot of fans. My first question is about the rumor match forfeiture. Forfeiture? There's a lot of buzz about that contestant Lucas sank into a depressive state after losing to Boot Hill, and that he was prepared to forfeit the repage, but fortunately still competed in the end. Yes, that is true. Coach Stell, is the match forfeiting true? I think it's a great story to motivate people that he still fought, right? That was indeed the case, but luckily Luca managed to get himself out of it. Just the thought of it gives me the shivers. No, what we should have said is like, he did. He thought of failing. But what Luca did was he got motivated and he came back and he's here to fight. Everyone has their downtimes, and Luca's showcasing why even if you're in a downturn, you can always come back. That's what I would say. There it is. Yes, yes. Oh my god, I love this game so much. There's so many times where I'm like, they should have done this, and the game goes, well, Calvin, wait. Everyone experiences moments when they feel like giving up. Such thoughts are only human, exactly, but real heroes are the ones who confront their own weaknesses without a doubt. Luca's one of them. Yes, Stell. So this is the truth behind the forfeiting drama. I love her eye makeup. The second question, given Luca's soaring popularity, many brands must be eager to invite him for a collaboration. Coach Stell, can you share some information regarding any commercial partnerships? That'd be awesome. We need to assess the company's capacities. We definitely are considering it. However, our team places great importance on Luca's brand value. Hell yeah. So we are careful about collaboration opportunities. We will need to thoroughly assess the capabilities of the company before making any announcements. That's 100% correct. There's so many times where like you see like a new celebrity like will do like advertisements for like any company, right? They're like I'm making up a celebrity like John Bombo for, you know, Licorice 5, and you're like, what? Licorice 5 is awful. You know, what are you doing this for? And it's because, like, you know, brand new, fresh feeling, you take a lot of deals. But Luca, we're going to get him the best brand deals. We're going to get Luca, like, I don't know, a Muju brand deal, like the flavored milk in Ireland. We're going to get a Muju brand deal. Yeah, 100%. All right, that's it for your questions. Coach Sel, please choose another journalist. It's tough. It's tough. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. There we go. Yes, you, person I just met. Please ask your questions. I'm Carmela from the International Peace Entertainment. Coach Stella, firstly, congratulations on your and Luca's repage win. Thank you so much. It's crazy. Do you know Luca? It's common knowledge that the Knight of Beauty, Mr. Argenti's evaluation of those in the repage is highly stringent. I heard not only he not only requests that his opponent possess great strength, but also exhibits sufficient beauty. That's correct. What is Coach Stella's understanding of Luca's beauty? He's pretty beautiful and handsome. He is. That's true. Compassion and kindness are a kind of beauty in itself. Beauty lies in generosity and confidence. Because I wouldn't say that, like, Luca's beauty wasn't his confidence. Because Argenti didn't see confidence. Argenti saw a willingness to move forward. Which I would say maybe isn't really here. Because he is generous and he is now confident. But he wasn't confident and Argenti still saw that beauty. Compassion and kindness, I think, is what he saw, because he saw someone willing to do this so much for his homeworld. I think compassion and kindness should be the foremost benchmark of beauty. I know the story between Luca and Margie, a little girl just off the one alone. Luca is indeed a compassionate fellow. I don't know if I would have revealed all this without Lucas. Maybe Luca told her she can. Even the most rigorous of the Knights of Beauty will recognize that Luca's a heart fitting for beauty. Coach Stella's understanding is certainly unique, because he is a beautiful person, like, visually, but, like, Argenti's idea of his beauty. But it's what Aaron said. Sorry, I just messed it up. I got along the way of thinking what I was going to say. It's what our understanding of beauty is. My understanding personally of Luca's beauty is not only superficial. Not superficial. Sorry, I hate using that word for that. It's not only his face and himself, because he is pretty. It's also I think his willingness to move forward. I think he's so thoughtful of people, and the emotions of other people and the lives of other people weighs on his shoulders and his mind so much that he feels like he has to carry it. He is that type of person that, like, would carry the weight on the world on his shoulders if people let him, you know? That's what I would say. That's my answer. Though contestant Lucas has successfully returned to the tournament, the opponents lined up for him are all undisputed powerhouses. I wonder if Coach Stella is confident of victory of the upcoming matches. Just fight and don't think of anything else. I hope the opponents pulls their punches. What is done is done. It's all up to Luca now. Yeah, we're just fighting, yeah. We're raring to go right now, and we're pumped. Whoever is matched against us is out of luck. It's all the same. Human or ghost? Let's just fight him. Human or ghost? What do we know? What a super confident answer. All right, that's it for your questions. Thank you, Coach Stella, for your insightful answers. Today's Q&A ends here. Media personnel, please leave the area in an orderly, civilized fashion. Hey, Coach Stella, can I ask you if you're picking favorites here with the interview questions here? Who said that? Me, spiky hair, blonde guy. Spiky hair, blonde guy. Listen, you're banned. Okay, don't come back here ever again. All right. I was just asking. No. No, listen. Right. I'm not having my credibility come into question here. Okay. I picked two of my friends, two people who are eeny, meeny, miny, mo. All right. So you can't go against eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay. 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 Am I still banned? You're not only banned, you will be executed at the War Dance final. So, just saying. Anyone else got any questions? No? Okay. Bit lazy that no one has a question. Okay, I'm stop. Now the routine of the interview is over. Okay. Sometime later on the Sky Splitter newsstand. I actually like the newsstand stuff as well. I love that Stella takes the interest in the newsstand to see what they're saying. The latest edition of the LawFu Sports Illustrated is out. Let's see what the exciting news is in store. Let's go. So the report says, oh my god, what a picture. Back to the arena. Luca's strong arm exemplifies the beauty of combat. This repage was more like a dance than a battle. Contestant Luca and Mr. Argenti used the combat as a medium to deliver visually stunning feasts for the audience. The clash between Iron Fist and the Silver Lance was also a clash between conviction and beauty. Contestant Luca ultimately won Mr. Argenti's approval and officially returned to the War Dance. Very, very cool. I love as well that they're not showing Luca in this picture, because that's very realistic. The more famous person usually gets the picture, even if they lost. Headline of the week, contestant Lucas sets this week on fire. Look at this. They took this picture while he was talking to Argenti, by the way. That's very cool. Who would have thought that the most popular match to date is a repage? That's right. The fight between contestant Luca and Mr. Argenti scores the magnitude above other fights when it comes to live viewership. That's awesome. Trending searches, the whole internet is buzzing with discussion about the match. Contestant Luca has shot to fame. Honestly, like, I'm not surprised. To me, the story is pretty great. An up-and-comer from a different planet that, you know, again, as I said, hasn't been here in 40 years to anyone from that planet. fights through the tournament, loses in 6 seconds, and then comes back to fight Argenti and wins. Like, this story is massive. That's a big story. I'm not surprised whatsoever. And Luca's very, like, charming. Shockwaves in the martial arts world, Luca stuns the Zansho martial arts community. Contestant Luca's performance in the Rapage received all unanimous praise from the Zansho martial arts community. Industry experts noted that both contestants Luca and Mr. Argenti have introduced a richer and more diverse aesthetic to the competition, significantly enhancing the entire entertainment value of the martial arts contest. Yeah, it turns into something more popular. Very, very cool stuff. That's the Luca effect is what I call it. The bunch of headers are really clickbait connoisseurs. Get the hand away, please. Each header is more explosive than the last. Amazing. Luca pulled himself together. I'll have to thank Mr. Tail and Wawa properly for their help. 100%. 100%. I can't believe so many fans have... I can't believe we have so many fans. We're a big deal now. Luca should be back in the lounge now. Let's take a walk nearby and look for him. Yeah, like that's... To me, it's also very, like, incredibly realistic. It's incredibly realistic that Luca would gain this many fans. It's first of all, one look at him again. It's not just like how pretty he is, right? It's not just that. It's also the fact that he's a character who is like, you know, he has a really cool look to him. He's a character that you just can't help but want to root for constantly. He has a very charming, like, energy about him, like, and also, like, you know, seeing someone just use their fists in the battle with, like, weapons and swords and spears, it's not like it wouldn't be lost on people either. He's a very, very, you know, easy character to like and love, I suppose, is what the way I'll put it. Oh, links. Xing Shui has restored another batch of documents. He should see him. Oh yeah, we're on the way, 100%. So this is about Igor. We'll wait. It's about Igor.
Miss Qingque has restored more parts of the record?
Yep.
Let's check them out now. Hopefully we'll find out the reason why Igor came to the Xianzhou.
100%. Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And honestly, like, it's one of my, like, the most it's intriguing to have such an overarching thing above everything as well, while also having fun with the war dance and having, like, you know, there's an emotional story with Luca. There's also, like, you know, the story of Igor over it as well. The story of, like, you know, fighting for Belobog. There's so many, like, different overarching stories that we have here for the war dance.
1010.
Lynx, look! She and Luca are here.
Fushred, how are you doing? Just gonna see you're subordinate over here.
This jade abacus is too severely damaged. Even with my best efforts, I can only restore a small part of the record.
You're already doing amazing, Shishui. You're already doing so amazing. Don't worry about it.
What we're about to watch should be the last of the records.
The last? Wow, I hope there'll be something about the Xianzhou.
Yeah, we're on the Xianzhou after all. So we might even find someone here who knew him.
Yeah, maybe.
Are you guys ready? I'm going to play
Let's
it.
go.
Go ahead, Miss Qingque.
Igor, a flicker of sorrow appears fleetingly in my empathy module after listening to your speech. Even the coolant is unable to put out this flame.
So he got to say his
melancholy.
speech.
So, will you deploy your army to take over the collapsing market, Mr. Abraham?
Oh, I'm sorry to say that I won't. Every business decision has to be reached based on rational
So
consideration.
is he asking for an army to defend Belobog? Is that what's happening?
Your home world only contributes 0.005% of the logistical capacity required by the Building Material Logistics Department. In terms of the resource allocation of the traditional project department, its share is infinitesimal.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And this is what I was talking about. Like, I've said this a million times over, and and not only stand by, but the game, like, puts it right in your face. Like, the IBC aren't helping you out unless there's something in it for them.
Mr. Abraham, that infinitesimal share you mentioned is my everything.
Yeah, what a horrible thing to hear about, like, your world, that it's brought down to a 0.05% number. That's what it's been reduced to.
You can try your luck on the Lawfu of the Xianzhou Alliance, where the luminary war dance is currently held. The people of Xianzhou have always prided themselves on their benevolence, and they have aided many planets ravaged by the denizens of abundance. Perhaps they might lend you a helping hand?
So he's like, hey, we won't help you out, but, like, maybe even after all the fighting he's done, well, go to the Xianzhou. Maybe that's the reason why he went to the Xianzhou in the first place.
However, my child, I must remind you that the Xianzhou martial contests are much more than simple cyberboxing. You turned down the prizes and rewards you could have had just to talk to me for 10 minutes. Please at least take my sincerest wishes with you when you leave.
Wait, so he won the whatever tournament was here? He won whatever tournament was here, and he actually used it to get 10 minutes to talk to this bigwig in Teletron, just so he can get some help for Belobog? That's so bad, isn't it, when you think about it? He won a tournament, and instead of getting the prize that he could have had, he instead just asked for some time to talk to someone. And the biggest mistake he made was thinking that he could like ask and again, as we said before, right? If this was like Topaz, where he could probably get around Topaz, and Topaz would be like, Topaz, like, again, Topaz can be tone deaf sometimes. We said this before. Topaz can say stuff that's straight. Even like the other episodes, we were like, man, Topaz, what are you saying? I disagree with like some of the stuff she's saying here. She still would like make like some sort of like deal, even if like it wouldn't have been great, right? It would have been a better deal than what he would have gotten here. But again, as I said, not everyone in the IPC is adventuring. Not everyone in the IPC is someone we love like Dr. Ratio or someone we like Topaz. Like, there's people like this in the IPC who like instantly just go, yeah, I'm not helping you. What the hell are you talking about? And that's the IPC. The IPC do not help. 10 minutes is all he asked for, but really what he wanted was help. Freaking dirt there. Like, and again, they base who they save on what they can get out of it. They only saved Topaz because they got something out of it. They only originally, they eventually did do something to save the Belobog, so they obviously found a reason. Maybe they found the resources under there as well.
Miss Qingque, are you alright?
I'm fine.
Oh, Qingque.
I just feel a bit blue after watching it.
The IPC is so hypocritical. My heart breaks for Belobog.
Hey, it happened a long time ago.
Here's the thing, Luca, right? And I totally understand that this is like, Belobog history and Igor and stuff because in your hero. Yes, it happened a long time ago. It did. But the pain, I can only imagine, still lingers. Like the frustration I have now watching this. Because again, it's one of those situations where, yes, Igor was punished long ago. Well, not punished, sorry. He was like, looked down upon long ago. And he didn't get the reward he wanted long ago. Yes, it was long ago. But I also have to say 100% that the IPC still act like this. It's what I mean? It's been hundreds and hundreds of years and the IPC still act like this. So it's one of those situations where, like, say, like, and it's a bad analogy, but someone goes around town and slaps people across the face just for fun, right? And then 20 years go by and, I bring up the guy. I'm like, oh man, remember that guy used to slap everyone around town? Like, and then my friend goes, but dude, that was a long time ago. It's like, yeah, but he's still slapping people. It's like the IPC is still doing this stuff, they're still hurting people,
You're right. Qingque, don't be sad. It's just
It's so sad as well that the two Belobog people are the ones that like have to like to kind of make Qingque feel better about this, and honestly, like, they're talking to me, Calvin, directly as well in a way. Not directly, but you know what I mean.
But the fact that it's history makes it even sadder.
Qingque, we never see her like this.
Igor grasped at every tiny sliver of hope for someone to rescue his home world.
100%. It's so sad.
When the name Xianzhou Alliance was mentioned, I imagined things unfolding like this. The Cloud Knights went to Eurilo 6 as reinforcements and eliminated the Ruin Legion, and the people of Eurilo 6 emerged from the crisis. Even without the records of what happened afterward, we know very well that things did not pan out that way. Igor's last hope,
Qingque.
Xianzhou Alliance, did not come to his world's rescue.
And we never hear her like this. We never do. And see, this is what's so difficult. And I totally understand where she's coming from. It's finding out your home world, the country that you live on, the region, the ship that you're living on. It's like, wait, we didn't help them? We were asked for help and we didn't help them. What happened? Because now she's probably thinking a mixture of like, oh my God, that's so sad what happened. But also, why wouldn't the Xianzhou do something? Why couldn't they have done something to help Belobog?
All his efforts were in vain.
Like I've never heard her sound like this, by the way. This is emotionally hit her really hard.
No, Miss Qingque. He didn't fail. Igor Haft later returned to Eurylo 6 and fought against the Antimatter Legion on the front line.
Why is this making me so emotional hearing Lucas say this?
He, along with many others like him, preserved
that
the
is
desolate
true.
city of Belobog with their flesh and blood.
And it is a horrible way to look. I know, like from Lucas' perspective, and I understand, like 100%, he should be proud that people fought so hard for Belobog. They did. I mean, just recently, like Japard was talking about how he saw his friends die every day fighting for this, and it's one of those situations where, like, even though like that's so true and it's so inspirational, it's also at the same time it should never have happened in the first place.
The fact that I can participate in the war dance to fight for my home today
my god,
shows that he didn't fail.
Luke is incredible.
Those who sacrificed their lives 700 years ago didn't fail either.
Holy freaking hell. Like, this is like I'm getting real, like it's bubbling, the emotions are bubbling. Like, you're like from the perspective of, like, you know, Sing Shui to be like, yeah, that we didn't help and like they failed and he didn't get to do anything, and then but Lucas' perspective is like one of like the reason we're even standing and the reason we even got to have help from like Stell and all the Astral Express in the future and stop Cocolia was because we like, and the reason I'm here right now is because people died for me. Like, that's such a powerful way of thinking about it. Because here's the thing, right? Like, I bring up Ireland all the time, the rebellions in Ireland. Up until it's not, we haven't been even fully independent in our country for 100 years, have we? 25. No, we haven't. And there's people who literally died, were executed, murdered, shot, all this stuff to make sure that Calvin could grow up without a gun in my face, could grow up without having to worry about if there's going to be a war tomorrow. There's people that died to make sure that, like, I am Irish. You know what I mean? And I think about that a lot, how it's like, man, like, while it's like, I understand where Lucas come from in some percent. I know it's anti-Marley is a completely different thing, but like I'm saying, like, in terms of like my culture, it's like, in my country, I look back and I go, all those people that died that day and over the years, it's hard not to, like, you know, look back and be like, I'm literally sitting here right now in the way that I am, with the benefits that I have, with all the stuff, like my country and everything, because those people died. And while I didn't want to die, they shouldn't have had to die in the first place. Just like here as well, I understand Luca's like honorable feeling, I guess. Again, I'll put a pin in it. I want to make clear, nobody should have to die to defend their country from an invader. Nobody should have to, ever. It's horrible. But I understand Luca's perspective of, since it happened, honoring them. You know?
Right. If Igor could see
Shui's breaking my heart here.
you are on the war dance stage, he would definitely be very proud.
Oh my god, what a beautiful thing to say, Shui. It's so true too. Luca consoling Shui is never, it's something I didn't even know was going to happen ever.
It's a pity we don't know how Igor performed at the war dance back then.
That would be very interesting to find out, wouldn't it? Man, that's such a great scene. Like, especially for someone like Xing Shui, who is like a character who, like, is always like, you know, I think it is a character who, like, is meant to be kind of like funny and snarky and like kind of like a very comedic character. Sometimes it's also very good at the job. To have them like break down and be so beautifully sincere with Luca and Luca being sincere back, and both of them kind of like, I guess Luca kind of like cheering Xing Shui up about this. It's much more powerful than I ever could expect at a meeting between these two. It really is. It's really beautiful.
I went to the repository the other day and did some digging. 700 years ago was not too long ago, but it was a turbulent era.
Right.
The aftermath of the Second Denizens of Abundance War still lingered, and this edition of Imbibador Lunae soon followed. I couldn't even find a complete list of contestants, and I didn't see Igor's name anywhere.
Interesting, okay.
It's okay. Even though this ancient legend is no longer known, I can still create a new legend myself.
What a freaking beast, man. Like he's, I mean that always in a good way, by the way. Like, he's who you want to decide, especially post like stuff that, like, look, he's so pretty as well. The post stuff that happened with the Margie memory and the stuff with Hua and Tail, like, This is the Luca that like I know, and like, and again, as I said, he's allowed to be sad, and he is sad sometimes. He's allowed to be upset, and he is upset sometimes. But I also love how, like, you know, how dedicated he is to moving forward and representing Belobog. It's beautiful.
My fist, I'll rewrite Igor's story.
Look
in
at
the War
this.
Dance's ring.
Like, how can you not be just motivated by this character constantly?
Just you wait and see.
Yeah, we look forward to it.
Can't wait.
Great stuff. Absolutely great stuff. Again, like, it's one of those things where, like, I think I just never expected. First of all, if you told me, like, to come up with, like, what interactions you think would happen ever in this game, like, I never expected Luca and Sing Shui. But again, it's so impactful, because it obviously would have been impactful regardless, but, like, Sing Shui is a character who, like, we don't see get emotional like that. And she was emotional because of the history of her region, the lack of a help that the Xian Shou gave, and Luca coming back with the idea that, like, I'm alive because those people fought. Those people did fight. Igor fought. You know, people fought every day. You know, Japard fought at the front lines as well. Japard literally, like, saw his friends die over it, and that's the reason why a lot of the people in Xian Shou are even standing today. You know. And by the way, I'm not saying that, like, the people of the underworld have to be grateful for what the Japard and those soldiers did. By the way, I want to make that clear. Like, they were, you know, subjugated under the Cloud Knights, not the Cloud Knights. Sorry, the what are they called? Why can't I remember the name? The Belobog Armor Men. You know, I can't believe I'm blanking on the name. It just happens when you're talking for like hours. It does happen. But yeah, like, because again, if he said F them, you know, then it would have been okay too. But like, it's such an interesting perspective, and for that, you know, scene to have Luca be such a motivator for himself and the people around him, it's just, you can tell why so many people looked up to him on Belobog.
I guess that's all there is about
You know?
Igor for now. Let's head back to the lounge to prepare for the upcoming knockout stage.
People adored
Maybe
him.
Chingcha actually knew Igor, but forgot about him.
I'm not that old.
Or maybe you've just forgotten your age.
You're making me sound like I'm Mara-struck. That's scary.
She's right back into like people you know, she was like very emotional. She's back into Sing Shui mode. Yeah, let's head back there as well. Yeah, beautiful scene. An unbelievably beautiful scene, right? Like, I wasn't expecting it to be so beautiful. And that's not an insult to either of the characters. It's just you never expect those type of meetings together, right? It's so awesome. The break is over. Contestant Luke, are you ready to keep competing? I can't wait. Let's get this started. And once again, just to put a pin in what they said about the IPC stuff as well, it's just what I said. The IPC has always been the same. Igor was fighting so hard for Belobog. It doesn't surprise me that happened. It doesn't surprise me. That's what I'll say. It doesn't surprise me that IPC, like, you know, played with his heart. Hold on, let's look at the opponent information next face-off match. So who is it going to be? Look towards the tactics board. Who's it going to be? Wait. Mysterious Iron Arm. Who is... There's a fluffy thing on the like around them, and it's almost like it's like a, it's either a mane or like it's like a Iron Arm. No matter who this contestant, Iron Arm contestant, you need to participate in the knockout matches and gain enough points. 100%. 100%. You need to get 600 points. So mysterious Iron Arm as well is what they're saying. More stuff as well. I can't believe like you could just get a lot of stuff here in this game. You know what I mean? For like just doing barely anything. I wish you could see the image just like by itself. Oh, it's Tail. Okay. We're playing against Tail. Hi guys, it's Calum for the future here. You can see it says here, Stellar and Hunter Sam. And this is a lesson that even in side quests, I should always just like read the text onto the thing. I'm so used to just clicking on these enemies and just fighting them that I didn't even like notice the name said Stellar and Hunter Sam. Now later on I realized it did, but it's one of those situations where like obviously like I just didn't notice it at all. I just saw Tail and of course I was like, oh, Tail, you know, cool. It's just something that happens sometimes, but I do realize what happened later on anyway, and it's still a kind of like a nice reveal. Also, I will say this, and I talk about this later on in the video too. You might notice there's like side quests on the side here as well, and later on we do a side quest where like we say goodbye to everyone in the in the Zan show for the whole event. Now, the thing is about that is that I probably said it before when it comes to side quests and stuff like this too. I choose to do just which ones I want to do and which ones I don't want to do. That's what I always do with side quests. That's the way I've always done things. It's just my way of doing things. I'm not saying everyone's going to love it, but it just has to be like what I want to do at the time as well. This event is already like very, very long. I think in the end, it turned out to be around 9 hours, maybe a bit more as well. Which is nothing wrong with that either. I just took it like in parts and stuff as well. But I also didn't want to like run any risk of like making it feel like it was like even longer. So for me personally, I made the decision to like skip like the other small side quests here. I don't know what they're involved. Maybe they're bigger than I think they are. Maybe they're smaller than they think they are. But it's one of those situations where I was like, okay, these kind of like invitational matches, I'll just like leave those aside and focusing on the other stuff here. Later on, I do a side quest when it comes to Yangxing messaging us and being like, do you want to say goodbye to everyone? Because of course I'm not going to skip saying goodbye to people. Of course I'm not. And you could say it's like playing favorites with side quests, and like 100% it is. And I'm not going to deny that. I got to play favorite side quests, you know? Because you can't do every side quest. Sometimes when we're doing these quests, they already are like, you know, incredibly long. And again, I'm not docking marks from this event for it being long, by the way, because I think it was a good arc in terms of showing Luca's journey through this, and you need it to be a bit longer and feel that journey 110%. But here I'm just saying that some side quests, sometimes I won't be doing. Some of them I will. It will all depend on which ones I want to do in the moment. That's just the way things go, really. Hang out with Coach Cell. Hang out with Coach Cell. Why do you know everyone? Firefly is one of the nice people. Are we actually fighting Firefly? Is that what's happening? I'll just send Sam a message. Wait, what? Are you guys buddies? Firefly is one of the nicest people in the world. Coach, you got to teach me your Riz with both of the good and the bad guys. The Riz. Did you say teach you the Riz? Honestly, he's not wrong. Stell can make friends with like a demon could come out of the ground right now. Within like 3 arcs, Stella's like fighting alongside them. You know, there's like an inspirational song playing. Demons rise up. You know, let's fight for the demons. And then like Stella's like, just, if you cut out like the start of the story is the demon attacking Stell, cut out the middle part and just cut to the end of the whole arc, and it's just the demons fighting alongside Stell. You know, I wouldn't be surprised with the way Stell is. The Riz. Have they? Did I just not see it? That's a trash can. This is me, Firefly. This is the first time we're talking in like a while. I never wear something so rotund. Yeah. Hang on, Silverwolf has been on the love food the last few days because she'd be pulling a prank. I'll call her and ask. Hold on. Did it say Firefly or Sam on it? She physically rolled on the floor laughing after hearing this. She's still laughing. Hold on. Oh my god, she's still laughing so hard she's not the joke. Oh, this is so sweet. She stopped and said it wasn't her. This is so sweet. It appears someone is using my identity to participate in the war dance. So someone did say it. Okay, so someone is impersonating you. I thought it was your gear or something. So I didn't even notice the name. Why would I ever wear such gear? Luca will teach him a lesson. Don't worry, Luca will help you teach him a lesson. Yeah, I didn't think Firefly would be entered the tournament, but the culprit didn't do anything overboard. Don't hurt them too bad. And she wants to throw in like Sam emoji. Like that's so funny. This is why I love the Stellar Hunters so much, by the way. That's sisters, by the way. You know what I mean? The younger sister come up and be like, did you know anything about this? And then just like laughing right in their face for like 5 minutes. It is definitely like a very sibling reaction, you know? Very fun stuff. So it's just a fool impersonating Stellar Hunter. I didn't even notice the name. I was too busy like, you know, yapping. We're doing yapping. Luckily the one they met was Luca and not a real Stellar Hunter. Otherwise they probably wouldn't have gotten away with just a lesson. Alright, I'm gonna get ready to step into the arena. We need to teach him a good lesson. Identity theft is not a joke. Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. Being in competition. I didn't even notice the name. That's so crazy. I never look at the name of the knockout stage. I'm just like, let's just fight them, you know? So weakness break efficiency, follow-up attacks by 50%. Okay, so follow-up attacks again. Weakness break efficiency of the ultimate by 50%. Breaking any enemy's targets will reduce other enemy's targets toughness by 30%. Okay, that's fine. We just have to do it again. So hand up. Oh wow, Fei Xiao and what? Really cool bunch of characters here, honestly. We have March already, so like, should we use? Yeah. What you think? What you think? If you don't answer, you're all banned. I'm joking. You can imagine. Why aren't you answering? Calvin, this isn't live. It isn't? Well, that's not my fault. You know, let's go for it. This is super fun. Dear spectators, welcome back to Illuminated War Dance Knockout of Match Arena. In this match, two opposing sides, the rising star Lucas Strongarm and Sam from the Stellar Hunters. No, don't even say this. I didn't even notice it. My goodness, I can't believe this. It's actually Savage and Ruthless Stellar Hunter. What are you going to do, Luca? Are you going to face this terrifying opponent head on? I heard that Sam is only an individual. Why do I see 3 Sams in front of me? I mean, do not worry about this whatsoever. They're clearly impersonating Sam. We're going to beat them up for it. For Firefly. We are Sam, Mass Production Modules. I am Unit 1.
I'm Unit 2.
I'm Unit 3.
The 3 of us are infinite Stellar Hunters. Our favorite hobbies include fighting, destruction, and devouring children. You do not know the Stellar Hunters then. Because if Kafka told you their hobby, she'd probably say something like, you know, something very normal. That's the thing about the Stellar Hunters. Like, people have this perception of them. I'm guaranteeing you, like, if you asked them what their hobby was, Blade's gonna be like, I like, you know, shopping. I like good cakes, you know?
The question is, are you afraid?
You still got time to surrender.
No surrendering here. What are you scared? Speechless? No! I feel like I'm losing brain cells just for talking to tell him. Honestly, yes. Let's cut to the chase and settle this with our fists. My thoughts exactly. So we get to use Fei Xiao here and Ling Sha. So, break the mass production machine and trigger highlights to gain massive vibes. After defeating the mass production machine, all enemies will have their current toughness reduced by 30%. Make it easier to break other enemies. Okay. Very cool.
I am the Blade.
This is going to be very fun. So, I'll turn off the speed for a bit just so we can get a little acquainted with this stuff. So, we're not going to use our single target thing yet. We're going to wait until
Attack a single
March
point.
can put the ability on him.
I could
Great
take
follow-up
10
attack.
of you.
So, we're going to put this support on you so you can right away
Have some tea.
become Shifu. She's so cool. She's so freaking cool. It's not even funny.
Fearless and unstoppable. Too slow.
Ling Sha as well. Look at this.
Time to cleanse the filth. Wouldn't you agree?
Not want to.
Leave Ling Sha alone. Ling Sha's floating, by the way.
I venture forth to hunt. Always soaring.
Oh my
Forever
god.
triumphant.
Oh my god. Oh, yeah, this. Very cool. She's absolutely, like, so incredible. The lordly trash cans. Okay, see you later. And then everyone joins in. They make me very uncomfortable, the arms and everything. It makes me so uncomfortable.
Skills polished, ready to shine. Pardon my manners.
Give them a little bit of support there as well.
Time to show you what I can really do.
We should start with they're fire now, but we should start trying breaking these guys as much as possible.
White tiger, eating less cards. Watch this!
So we give them their abilities we have to break as well. Oh, we don't have the target yet. That's unfortunate, but it's okay. It's okay.
No.
We give them a
Your
weakness.
fangs and claws dull.
Better not underestimate me.
Great follow-up attack as well, because yeah, this actually would be a perfect team for March, right? Honestly, at this stage.
Please, allow me to purge the root of this problem. Oh, a weakness.
A weakness.
The truth burns clear as a flame. Everything in this world.
I think we can speed up now, right? Because we've seen all the moves. Great stuff. Broke them again. But I'm just waiting for Maze to be able to do anything here. But I never understand the stacks thing. Does he still have that on him? He does.
Nice job.
You're a stubborn one.
Like a shadow.
That puts a target on them as well. Why not try and break them as well? with a follow-up attack too.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Yeah. Yeah.
That won't do.
Great stuff. It's still working out for us. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Time to reap.
Breaking down.
Hide. Darkness child.
Love the follow-up attacks as well.
Time to show you what I can really do.
I guess you, because then we can like just break damage you as well.
Watch this.
I venture forth to hunt.
We should be breaking these guys, right? That's what we should be doing.
Victory is inevitable.
The truth burns clear as a flame. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Yeah, it's over now as well. So we could just end this right here, right now, right? Yeah, it's over now. We have an interesting battle as well. I just didn't see the name, guys. I have to look at the names more often than not, like, you know?
I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is
Great stuff.
inevitable.
Face shot was awesome. So she'd be a good partner for March on the team, right? Like, I wonder would a Locha, Fei Xiao, March, and Maze team. Maze, March, Fei Xiao, Locha. Brother, please stop hitting us. We surrender. Don't impersonate anyone again. We aren't Stellar Hunters. We can't withstand your punches. Then you should have impersonated a Stellar Hunter then. You should be able to take the punches of a Stellar Hunter, right? Our equipment is rented too. If it's damaged, we can't really afford to pay it, bro. Then you should have thought about this. Look at you guys. Why are you impersonating other people? Tell him, Luca. Actually, was a fan in our live stream who said that the three of us have great skills. If we perform a Sam impersonation show, we'll definitely become the innate talent to become Sam and make bank. I don't think that's how it works. Live stream impersonations? Innate talent? I'm from the booties. I don't really understand these. They're idiots. That's what you have to They're idiots. Anyways, my coach just spoken to Sam. They don't like being impersonated by you guys. Please stop doing this. You don't want the real Stellar Hunters to come knocking on your door, right? That's the thing. You do not want that. For real, definitely. We'll switch up to another live streaming track when we get back. No more playing with abstract stuff. Looks like the outcome is clear. Then allow me to declare the winner of this match, Lucas Strongarm. For free I feel like the live stream platforms will have a lot more innate talent for Luca. I agree. So we get the 300 points then from him. We gotta get more knockout stuff as well. Okay, and our knockout match. So these are fun, right? And I feel like it's not supposed to be like too serious. These battles are not supposed to be like taken too seriously. It's just like a lot of fun for me as well. I'll take another bit of rewards though. I'll take some more rewards, thank you. So let's then go for fighting for more points. So this is a special invitation match as well. Yeah, well, if we can do these, we will do these. Again, like I said, it's one of those things where like the tournament is already incredibly long, of course. So are we actually going to be fighting Tail here? Or is it just a different, or is it someone that just looks like Tail? I don't know. Mr. Tail, why is he participating in the war dance? Gave himself a very strange team name. Karmic Hinky Pug. Sounds like a demon from the Zianchio fantasy novel. Life is hard. Tail has to hustle. Really, the salary of the Telerot's commission should be too shabby. I mean, it's not, but Tail needs, Tail probably just wants to fight against Luca. I'm indebted to Mr. Tail. No matter the reason for his participation, I will give him my best too. This is my way of repaying him. I'm ready to step into the arena. That's actually a very nice way of putting it. Begin the competition. It's a very nice way of putting it. Achieve highlights during the match to accumulate vibes and enter the super hype state. Damage dealt by ultimates increased by 60% with the characters in the leftmost position in the team uses their ultimate to attack enemies. Regenerate energy equal to 100%. Okay, that's cool. So it's all about ultimates as well. Hand up. Argenti. Wawa. Oh, so okay. I guess I can put Lucha, but there's a healer on the team, so I don't need to put Lucha there. Hanya? Maybe? I'm trying to think who might be good with like... I think Bronya's always a safe bet because it's just more damage. But see, I'm not good at making teams, as you guys know, so I'm always just trying to like guess who would be good here. So this is about ultimates and doing ultimate damage. So to me, like getting extra turns would be like a really good thing, right? So Bronya. Or maybe even Sushang. No, Bronya. Bronya, because she can get extra turns for... Yeah, I think Bronya. That's my estimation. Let's do this. The passive. Let's begin the match. I'm really interested to see like what Tail says. Dear spectators, welcome back to Liberty Warden's Knockout Match Arena. Look at his smiley face. These two sides of the match are Lucas Strongarm and Karmic Hinky Punk, Mr. Tail. Mr. Tail, why are you participating in the Wardens? I bet he just wants to face you. I'm here to check on your condition, of course. Oh, Tail. Humans call this post-visit follow-up, right, by fighting us? Looking at how energetic you are, it seems my treatment is working well. Thank you, Tail. I've fully recovered. I'm truly grateful towards you, Mr. Tail. Mr. Tail does care. He does care quite a bit. Stop. I already said I can't stand people thanking me. I'll personally check out your recovery. Are you ready to catch these blows? No problem. Let's begin. He's actually one of the most caring characters. He just doesn't like to show it, right? He's definitely one of the most caring characters in the game. Have a character in position 1 in the team use your ultimate to trigger highlights to obtain massive damage. No problem. Have the character in position 1 use your ultimate at every 10-minute enemies hit. In total, they immediately regenerate 100%. Okay, very cool stuff. Look at this. Crazy when you think about it. Lotcha would have been perfect. Oh my god, now already thinking about it, Lotcha would have been amazing. You would have been so fantastic for this.
I see that
it's okay though.
Protect all beauty.
And since you've seen all the moves, it should be okay as well. Wait, we're back again.
Until I see
do you get to... I should probably read some... Well, I'm not just be honest, I'm not going to read all the enemy stuff there as well, because it would be like, you know, a lot. But I honestly, I've always done that where I just like using the characters and kind of learning them that way.
This big diamond, it's all yours. Time to twirl.
Until I see that light.
So we'll almost defeat 10 enemies. But I think you get 2 moves here.
Until
or something
I see
along
that
those lines.
Light once more. I will protect all beauty.
I don't think the other characters have even gone yet. I don't think the other characters have even done anything yet. Herta and Argenti are cleaning house here.
Lend me your strength.
My oath is to a solitary, wretched and fleeting.
Go again. Why not?
Until I see that I will protect all beauty.
Argenti just keeps going.
Stay put.
Why not?
My gratitude is yours.
Get that boost as well.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
I still love that like Tail like supports her as well, you know, in that way. It kind of reminds me of the Svarog Clara thing as well.
This big diamond, it's all yours. Time to twirl.
Oh, is it Svarog?
See that light
the one with the iron arm? Oh my god, I'm gonna feel like such an idiot. That's the fluffy thing on his freaking. It's not a mane. It is like something to do with like an outfit. That's Svarog's like jacket. It's Svarog who we're gonna be fighting. I feel like such an idiot, guys. I feel like you guys are gonna be like, Calvin, you should have known this already. 100%. But I think it was just the moment I was like, iron arm.
Until I see
man, I feel like such an idiot.
I will protect all beauty.
It happens. We're always gonna have those moments, I think. Actually, if someone else didn't get it either, join me. We're not idiots. We just sometimes just don't, you know, like I don't know Svarog as well. So I'm not going to say idiots because I know for a fact every time I do that where I go, oh, I didn't figure this out, I'm an idiot. When it really is just an expression, I don't really mean I'm an idiot. I know I'm not an idiot. But it's one of those situations where like when I do say that, someone always goes, well, I didn't figure it out either. And I'm like, you're not an idiot either, right? Sometimes your mind just works in different ways. Stuff that I can figure out sometimes people don't figure out as well. Sometimes you pick up on first, other people don't figure it out. Me using the expression idiot is just usually just like an expression. I don't really mean I'm an idiot or you're an idiot. Let's not call ourselves idiots.
To guard and defend, crush them. Do you know who I am? This big diamond, it's all yours. Don't come any closer.
Poor Hawa.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all. Till I see that light once more.
Such a good move as well. Yeah, this was an easier battle, right? I feel like, Argenti makes this battle, like, because I know it's not done yet, but, like, Argenti makes this, like, very easy, I feel like.
We've entered the storm.
Right?
To guard and defend. Crush them.
I think you guys would agree. Argenti makes these battles, like, super easy. I battle when it comes to, like, getting ultimates. He's like an ultimate machine.
Till I see, I will protect all beauty.
Like, look at this.
For a drill.
And we're gonna go again, he's literally an ultimate machine.
For a drill.
Only one enemy reinforcement this time. There we go. Yeah, that wasn't, obviously they're all easy battles, like, in general, but, like, that was, like, a very straightforward one, I should say. Your moves are pretty impressive. Looks like my treatment is very successful. Of course, after all, you're the invincible Mr. Tail, tell him. That I know. Okay, I gotta go. You focus on your matches. Hua and I are both waiting for the good news of you making it to the Ringmaster's Challenge. He genuinely wants this as well, by the way. You're leaving so soon? Can we have a chat before we get off the arena? Nah, the ghostly only allows me to leave Hua and come here alone for a dual hour for like 2 hours. If I don't come back soon, she's gonna flip. We'll meet again next time. What an eerie yet harmonious battle. Let's congratulate Lucas Strongarm for winning the match. Once again. That's great. Okay, another great part to this too. And we got enough points. It has to be Savarog, right? It has to be.
After fighting in so many knockout stages, I think our points should be enough.
Yeah.
Time to head to...
So... Oh, you have to go to the sign. I was like, you don't have to go to the post itself. Yeah, that's Savarog, right? That's Savarog. You can even see the chunkiness of the arm there as well. That's Savarog. This shouldn't be allowed though, right? I'm not allowed to hide myself.
Hey, looks like I've got enough.
Yeah, that's Savarog.
How about it, coach?
But then the antenna type of thing on his head. Let's go.
Okay. Time to get fired up.
Yeah, let's go, Luca.
Head back to the lounge. After this match, I'll be up against Yan Qing in the Ringmaster's Challenge. I thought I'd be really nervous, but I don't have the jitters at all. To say I'm not nervous at all isn't accurate. How should I put it? I'm unusually calm.
Okay.
I get you. I felt the same way for my 75th round of interviews with Interastral Peace Entertainment.
75?
75 rounds? See? It's fortunate we didn't join the IPC system. Now we don't have to endure this misery.
Yeah, honestly. Honestly.
Let's not dwell on that.
No, dwell on it.
We check out your next opponent.
Every time they talk about the IPC, they always tell Luca to either not dwell on it or they tell him to be quiet. Luca, speak your truth. IPC sucks. Speak your truth. Let's have an IPC bashing session. You know? Someone who like has felt the effects of the IPC firsthand, and everyone's always just like, Luca, no, you should look at it from this side. Luca, you look at whatever side you want, okay? You look at whatever side you want. Okay?
Independent contestant. Iron Arm? Why so mysterious?
This contestant is quite mysterious. I looked him up and found out that he always wore a heavy cloak in his previous matches, so his face was concealed. Perhaps he asked the organizers to hide his real identity.
Ooh, so mysterious. But it doesn't matter, because now I'm gonna step into the ring and see just how strong this Iron Arm is for myself.
Yeah, I love his new motivation. It feels so good the way he's like chin up. You know, chin up is such a big thing as well. You know, keep that chin up. And I know it's like such a small thing, but like sometimes like doing like physical things or like, I like affirmations with words or physical things with your body can sometimes give you more motivation. Unless you're putting your chin up can be like such a big thing. But again, I want to make it clear, it's not just him putting his chin up. It's him going through a whole thing with Tail and like this downturn as well. That was really a struggle to get back there. I'm never gonna be one of those people that goes to someone who's like really sad or depressed and be like, hey, just like smile. That doesn't work. You know, you gotta think about every aspect of that. Let's get some more rewards. This is just like a dopamine. Wow, more. Wait, we got a little skirk. Tusk burr. I said skirk. What's wrong with me? Skirk. If I got a skirk toy, it'd be very different. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay. Or at least for right now.
Surely be a great match. What moves does he have up his sleeve?
Luca, are you ready to be crowned as the king of the Iron Arms?
I already am.
I already am the king of the Iron Arms.
Heck yeah, Luca.
You sure are. Let's hit the road, King of the Iron Arms.
That's Zavarog, right? That is, it's just the head that's weirding me out, that's all. The ultimate and follow-up attack deal damage dealt by allies increased by 50%. For each consecutive action ally characters take, all allies gain 1 stack of ready for battle. Each stack of ready for battle increases the damage dealt by the ultimate by 2%. Okay. So it's going to be about follow-up attacks and ultimate damages. Each stack of ready for battle increases the damage dealt by the ultimate by 2%. Okay. And each 12 stack. Okay. When the enemy unit takes action, 12 stacks of ready for battle will be lost. So it's consecutive moves. Okay, we'll try our best anyway. So let's hand up. Okay, cool. Oh, Robin's here. Robin's here. So we have to do follow-up attacks and consecutive moves. So I think, once again, I think Maze is probably the best idea, right? And then this one. Let's go.
Hook?
Wait, what? No, it's not Hook. Tigatron is, and again, Hook is, as a character in this game too, and as a character who can fight. Pitch Dark Iron Arm, Hook the Great.
Why didn't I think of you?
I don't think it's Hook though. I thought it looks like Svarog. And Svarog was a boss in this game as well, so it makes sense.
Tigatron isn't an iron arm? You're so silly, Luca.
I love that Hook is always very aggressive with some people, but with Luca, she is just like, Luca's my guy. You know what I mean? I love that. That's how much Luca means to these characters. Luca's means that much to the kids, especially on Belobog.
just kidding. Since you're here, that must mean the independent contestant Iron Arm must be...
The two fighters in the ring right now are remarkably similar in many ways. The first contestant comes from Belobog, Luca Strongarm.
Luca Strongarm, Luca the pretty strong arm.
The other contestant is also from
There it is,
Belobog.
yep. Svarog.
Svarog!
Yeah. What happened with the headpiece though? Was it him putting up his hand or something?
These two contestants from Belobog are each other's final hurdle before advancing to the Ringmaster's Challenge.
Svarog's frame makes me scared. It's just this giant robot with suit pants.
But if we look on the bright side, we can see that no matter who wins this match, Belobog will have a representative qualified to challenge the Lawful's Ringmaster.
True. Does that mean, wait, what happened to, do multiple people get to fight the Ringmaster then? I forgot that. Maybe multiple people get to fight because I was like, what happened to Bootil? Did Bootil just got beat by Svarog?
I must apologize to you, Luca, for participating in the war dance anonymously and keeping you in the dark.
Luca ain't gonna be upset about this.
You don't believe I can win. So you came here to boost the chances of
you
Team
think so?
Belobog winning the war dance, right?
I didn't think so.
This isn't about what I believe, Luca. This is a matter of calculation. Mathematically speaking, your chance of winning is low, but Belobog really needs this win.
Again, Svarog's looking from a political perspective. I didn't even think he would do this. The idea of Belobog, we talked about how Belobog winning this and how Belobog making themselves known is a big deal, so Svarog sees this from an analytical political perspective.
Thus, I entered the competition. This ensures that regardless of who emerges victorious, Belobog will earn
Yeah.
recognition.
I mean, I get the political aspect 100%.
This stings a little, but I get it. Pitch Dark Cook the Great, come clean. Did you know about this right from the start?
Oh my god, he's like, I love the way he like, again, I think that's why he's so loved by the kids, right? He's not talking to Hook like this. Hook, did you do this? You know, like a baby or something, like goo goo gaga. Like, he kind of like speaks to him in a way that probably like makes them feel like, you know, oh, he's the grown up that like we can talk to. He's the one who like doesn't like talk to us like we're a baby. You know what I mean? But again, I have faith in Luca, but again, I understand the political perspective, even though I think they didn't need to do this because Luca's going to win. But like, from a political standpoint and the Belobog standpoint, Svarog like is an analytical machine.
Sorry. Svarog said you would be sad if I told you the truth. So I kept it a secret.
And this is also how much Luca means to all these kids, because when do you ever hear Hook like be like this in just normal conversations, you know, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, you know?
What's next, Svarog? Is it Belobogian against Belobogian?
Luca, you got this. You got this. I'm rooting for you all the way.
It seems there is no other choice.
I didn't manage to beat you previously. Mathematically speaking, I'm afraid I'll suffer the same fate this time.
Your calculation is erroneous, Luca. Mathematically speaking, your chance of winning is unknown.
Great way to put it. Great way to put it.
There is a variable that I have yet to ascertain.
Oh, yeah?
So it's impossible to draw any conclusions.
That's honestly, Svarog saying there's a chance you win is like the same thing as like, you know, someone, like, who you love giving you a hug and saying, I know you can do it, with tears in their eyes. Like, Svarog being like, there's a chance you can win. It's like, whoa, okay.
Variable.
You know? Is the variable his newfound confidence?
Your improvement.
There we go.
I am an outdated robot. No matter how many pull-ups I do, it only wears down my joints.
True.
However, you are different. With each experience, you will continue to grow stronger.
You might be right, but... Well, this is kind of embarrassing.
Oh my god, with that sweet smile.
I'm not sure if I've improved.
Emotionally, you have.
Hence my assessment. We should face each other here.
And emotionally, sometimes it's half the battle, you know?
Luca, you need to defeat me.
Mindset can be half the battle, and that's why some people like go deeper and deeper into those parts of depression and all this stuff as well, because, and it's not their fault. Like, negativity brings more negativity, and upset feelings bring more upset feelings, and you know, it can be hard to drag yourself out of that, you know, and it can be hard to get motivated to do things, right? If I'm having a bad day, I'm not even saying depressed, but I'm having a bad day, like drawing is even hard. It's like, oh, I have to draw. When usually like drawing's so fun, I'm like, I should probably get some drawing in, and I'm like, oh, I don't want it today. It's like, why don't I want it today? I love drawing, you know? And it's usually if you're down in the dumps.
No problem, Svarog. Bring it on.
Again, Svarog was his boss battle already.
It's easy for you. Please be careful.
Got it. Thanks for not holding back, Svarog.
Yeah. Luca does not want that to happen. So, again, we'll do the same thing as before. Do a follow attack support.
Nice job!
Oh my god, the fact we're getting to hear Robin's song once again is so amazing to me.
Resonate all together.
I'm so happy.
Hang in there, Luca!
Come on, Svarog! Don't lose!
So we have single target. I guess we should go after the hand, I guess? Do you hear Hook supporting both sides? That's so sweet. That's so sweet.
Master, have some tea.
I am the blade.
Oh, we don't have enough abilities to do this. That's upsetting. It's okay. We can do this in a second.
According to my calculations, this is not the best you can do.
He's saying do better.
Please treat this battle seriously.
Gamon is not leaving any openings for Luca.
Victory is inevitable!
Good shot as well there.
Analysis complete.
Analysis complete. Oh god, this destructive move. Oh god, guys. It's about to happen. The greatest moment ever in Honkai Star Rail. You hear this music in the background, this tense music? We don't need it. Robin?
Tonight, souls
Let's
shall
go.
embrace. Tonight,
And turn up the volume. If you hear an echo,
echo because of me.
deal with it. Let's go. It's never gonna get old for me. It's just it's such a creative idea. It's so good. It makes me so happy. Like,
this one then.
Like, and that's why I need her on the team. And like, I know people are probably thinking, oh my god, Calvin's gonna have that music on all the time. Facts. It's so true.
I could take 10 of you.
Like, how does that make you so happy? Whenever she starts doing the verse as well, it's so awesome too, because it's such a great rhythm.
That's how a true master does it.
You hear that? I love that rhythm.
I'm the shadow.
Now we have a target.
Follows you like a shadow.
You are targeted. Is he targeted? I think he is. Listen to Robin's voice.
Time to reap.
That's why she's priority, by the way. That's why she is the priority.
Whispers. You cannot hide.
Such a cool move. Oh, we broke him down.
Charge.
Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon.
So we have to get consecutive follow-up attacks, by the way, which is tough. But hopefully we'll be able to do it now.
You're falling apart on your own. You're back down.
Because Moze will attack now as well.
Darkness.
Yeah, that's what we have to do. The consecutive attacks are happening now. Look at that. Oh, he's going, what the hell? No. That's such a great way to get consecutive follow-up attacks.
Skills polished.
So good. Is everyone still, oh, look at her singing. Wait, there's actually beat in the background, sorry. She's amazing. Sorry for clapping in the mic, guys. So I guess we can give, why not?
Have some tea.
Let's go. As she's singing in the background. Feels so good. Moze's move is like, it's such a feel-good move. Like, it's one of those moves that makes you feel like so powerful. You know what I mean? It really does. Hook supporting both of them. That's very sweet, Hook.
I can't hate that girl.
I think it's adorable.
What I can really do. Azure Dragon.
I love she still hasn't stopped singing. It's amazing.
Eating less cards. Watch this.
Darkness. Charge.
Is he still is a target till, up until 9 points, right? I think so.
Soaring. Forever triumphant.
She's so fantastic. She's such an insane move.
I am the blade. The moment of opportunity comes.
Do we have to do the support thing again? Do you think so? Leave Robin alone. She's singing a song so far, Og. She's not even doing. Suddenly, I feel very bad. Suddenly, oh!
Tonight. Souls tonight.
Let's go!
The stars echo because of me.
I think we can speed up by the way now. I think we can.
I get it now.
She gets it now.
I could take 10 of you. Now watch this.
So good.
Falling apart on your own. Never hesitate.
This is almost a very sad day until we got that back again. We're not on the defensive. We're going on the attack.
Victory is inevitable.
Transmission module reinforcing.
So we have to get consecutive attacks, but it's very. Stop hitting Robin. Okay. No, they still have that there. Okay, that's fine. I love that move so much.
The fearless knows not fear. I won't do.
Peace protocol.
No, where's... Oh, the target's gone?
Venture forth to
No, we should have had one more, right?
forever triumphant.
We're just like... We're honestly brute forcing this in a way. We really are brute forcing this in a way.
Calm and use your iron fist against your opponent.
What just happened?
Do it for me.
What's that music? Dun dun dun. What do you mean dun dun dun? What do you mean? Ah!
Nice.
Let's go!
Stars echo.
The world is right again.
Indomitable Luca never gives up. The fight continues.
Yeah, I don't think they need it again, right? Wait, how do you know if they don't need it again? Just be sure. I never know.
Time to show you what I... Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this! Yeah.
Luca, the miracle.
There we go. Let's go for now, as quick as possible. Let's get this done. Yeah, no, really fun. I love using Robin. I actually cannot wait to have Robin on the banner. It's gonna be the most exciting day. Lovely stuff.
What a glorious showdown between the two iron arms.
Boop.
I declare the winner of this match, who also earns the chance to challenge the ringmaster, Luca.
Oh my god, we've done it. We're fighting Yangxing.
Luca, do you hear the cheers? You won.
Svarog is like actually kind of proud.
Svarog, you didn't go easy on
There's
me,
no
did
way.
ya?
There's no way.
No, I didn't. You defeated me, fair and square.
Heck yeah.
Get some rest. You're up against the ringmaster of the Lafu next.
I'm so excited for this. I'm really so excited for this.
Svarog, based on your calculations, do you think I can beat Yanqing?
The result of my calculations holds no importance to you. You need to step into the ring and experience
There it is.
the battle yourself. That's what matters more to you.
It's honestly that feeling where it's like, you know, you have to find that confidence in yourself. You have to do this for yourself.
Got it. I'll do whatever it takes.
Heck yeah. I love it. No, I do love it. That was a really fun battle as well. That was a really fun battle. And again, whenever Robin's in a battle, it makes it super fun too. But to fight against like someone like I think that's like a really great like last hurdle before Yangqing. Because what we have here is like the fighting against the last bit of doubt that people might have about Luca. And it's not even doubt in Luca. It's the necessary doubt that like where it's like, again, not necessary doubt, but it's like the idea of like if Luca doesn't win, we have to do something. We have to be able to fight for Belobog. But like Luca like defeated the last holdover. He defeated like someone from Belobog, the one who like again like is one of the toughest people on Belobog and is able to advance forward. Like that's growth. That is totally growth. Thank you contestant Luca for bringing us yet another exciting match. Oh my god. Wait, we have to choose? Easy. As Luca has already obtained the opportunity to participate in the Ringmaster Challenge, this will be the last time Coach Selby accepted interviews. Wow. Please cherish this opportunity to ask questions. Next, Coach Selby selecting journalists for questions. Front row, second from the left. Gwei. Hello, Coach Sel. I'm Gwei Nefun, special correspondent from the Xianshu website. Wait, so she has so many different websites. You know, I'm totally different. Know you and Luca would really advance to the final stage. I'm completely floored. Thank you. Now you know, don't you? I don't want to be rude to Gwei, but yes, I got it. Look at you all smug. We deserve to be a little bit smug. Recent comments on the net. Reading recent comments on the net, they're saying both contestants from Belobog and enjoy a cordial relationship. Is there possibility that Svarog may have pulled his punches? No. What does Coach Sel have to say? Do the netizens think that the judges panel is a window dressing or so? Oh my god. I don't have to explain anything. There's nothing to explain. Our consciences are clear as day, and Luca's prowess is evident to all. Coach Sel's replies are getting more eloquent. Ever since Luca obtained the right to challenge the Ringmaster, some self-proclaimed traditional Xianshu martial arts hobbyists on the internet have claimed that Luca isn't from the Xianshu, and according to tradition, shouldn't be allowed to participate in the final defending match. Yeah, they would say it after he beat him so many times. They only complained when he started winning all this stuff, right? I'm not local either, and I think these opinions are quite distasteful. Does Coach Sel have anything to say? Yeah. They're nothing more than fighters who lost to Luca. It's sore about their defeat, but too cowardly to admit it. All they can do is vent their frustrations online since the lack of caliber in the ring. I agree. It's always like the 7th place person who's like, Luca should be in the fight. What are you going to do? You're still going to lose to the other 6 people. You're still going to lose to freaking Boot Hill. You're still going to lose to Topaz. You know? And I suppose they're saying they're all not natives. But yeah, like, if you have that type of attitude already, you weren't going to win anyway. So don't worry about it. That's right, Coach Sal's response is eloquent as usual. All right, that's it for your questions. Coach Sal, please choose another journalist. There's no way that we could ever deny baby Hook. You know what I mean? There's no way. Look at this. How could we? Carmela's like, I'm an actual journalist, but that's a baby. You think you're not going to let the baby? Blondie, I said you weren't allowed back in. Please ask your questions. You know who I am, so skip the introduction. No problem. I remember that Luca couldn't defeat Boss Savarog before, so Stella, how exactly did he do it? The power of growth. Luca has encountered many powerful opponents along the way. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. After a series of fights, his physique and spirit have been strengthened. Luca as he is now is different from the Luca of the past. This is the power of growth. I see, Hook didn't understand a word you said. With a smile on her face. Honestly, very, very funny. I heard that Luke has to fight Yang Xing in the next match. They say he's even more talented than the Swordmaster than Hook. Sorry, wait. Sorry, what are they saying? I hear that Luke has to fight Yang Xing in the next match. They say he's even more talented Swordmaster than Hook. Oh, okay. So he said he's more talented than him, I guess. What are you going to do, Stel? Hook, honestly, we need your help. Did Luca change to a more powerful robot arm, or does he have a prior training to catch the blades with his bare hands? Have you prepared for your battle tactics? Hey, Hook, don't leak my notes like that. The upcoming matches are only going to be about their skill. Yeah. There's no fooling around in the final defending match. To be honest, there's a limit to how effective our tactics can be. However far Luca can go completely depends on his own individual skill. Yep, totally understand. Oh my god, adorable, Hook. Adorable. Alright, that's it for your questions. Thank you, Coach Sel, for your insightful answers. Today's Q&A ends here. Media personnel, please leave the area in an orderly, civil fashion. I'm sorry, Carmela, but like, you're talking about the 2 most experienced journalists in the world. Gwei, who's on every website apparently, and which honestly is how you make money, freelance the hell of it, right? And then on the other side, but she's probably running every site actually as well. And the other side, Hook, who is from the Belobog National Press. You know what I mean? She has been doing this for years. She ran a story about, she uncovered a gigantic conspiracy within this company last week. She's really good at this stuff. Now the retreat is interviews. Okay. Sometime then in the sky, split a newsstand. So we're actually about to fight Yang Xing. I am actually very excited. The latest edition of the Love Illustrated is out. Let's see what let's check it out. So we have Clash of Metal. Lucas Strongarm enters the Ringmasters Challenge. Great pictures. This match was an internal... Look at that picture. It's so cool. It was an internal showdown between 2 Bela-Bogian contestants, both of whom claimed to the title of Iron Arm. It was indeed a hot-blooded fight that sent sparks flying. Those sparks from the clashing steel even burned through the floor of the arena. Although the contestants of Aron got a small lead in the first half, contestant Luca showed superb willpower in the second half and successfully entered the final Ringmasters Challenge. Awesome. Oh, here we go. The man caused red hair dye to sell out overnight. Are you serious? That's so fun. That is such a big celebrity thing, though. Like, recently, like, there's a member of BTS who bought some baked goods in like a bakery one day, and the bakery owner was like, "Dude, like my profits have like literally gone 10 times up." Like, and I think it's such a cool thing that like red hair dye sells out. Based on the latest survey conducted by our website, the popular sport for contestant Luca soared to number 2 in the whole competition, overshadowed only by Yang Xing. At the same time, replicas of Luca's mechanical arm, even the red hair dye, are both selling out like hotcakes, both online and in store, as Luca Mania sweeps across society. Little Gwei would like to remind you that as of this publication, Luca has not licensed any official merchandise, so please beware of scams. Yes, 100%. That also happens. People make scams about your merchandise when you get popular. Little time left for contestant Luca. Crystal Daily Special Correspondent. This column has analyzed all matches that contestant Luca has participated in since joining the War Dance, and we discovered his skill in all aspects have rapidly improved throughout each match. If he can continue to progress at this rate, In a few matches, he may even have a chance to stand toe-to-toe against Yang Xing. Unfortunately, his next match is the final, leaving Luca a little time. I love that like Hook is honest. You know, it's like, hey, yeah, if he had more time, he would have been even more devastating. It makes sense, right? This article is beautifully written. I could almost cry. Luca handled that round beautifully. Even I'm shocked at his growth. No matter what the final result ends up with, Luca has made everyone in the cosmos aware of his name and aware of the name Belobog. Yeah, yes. He's become famous, and Belobog is famous now. It looks like there are a lot of people keeping an eye on Luca's final. We'll have to make sure he's in top condition. As his coach, I'm going to pull out some secret tactics for this match.
Luca's going to challenge Yan Qing soon. I should join him in the lounge to make sure he's ready.
Man. I'm actually like so excited for this. Because like, first of all, there's the idea that he's going to meet Yang Xing and he's going to know that the person he shouted with Yang Xing that he was going to beat Yang Xing is Yang Xing. But also, like, I think they have a path, like, as we said, that has so many parallels between the two of them. And people were explaining to me last time how, like, the Xianzhou native stuff works. The stuff with, like, the long-life species and, like, is Yangqing a long-life species, is he not, and all this stuff. Everyone different opinions. And I actually love how everyone was, like, being, you know, always respectful in Honkai Star Rail audience of being just like, hey, this is my opinion, this is my take. And everyone was giving their different takes on that as well. Because obviously the comment that was made was, like, he was like, oh, yeah, like, you know, are you not a long-life species? You know what I mean? Like, we're both pretty young. And, like, there was like debates on like what it was, and I think we can all agree that Yang Xing is always going to be like the baby of the Xianzhou at the very least, you know, regardless of what the answer truly is, you know, he's always going to be the baby.
Wow, a source just informed me that General Jing Yuan himself
Whoa.
will be present for the upcoming Ringmasters
That is a big deal. That's a really big deal.
Huh? The general is such a busy man. I can't believe he's coming to watch nobody like me in action.
Mr. Luca, know your worth. You're far from being a nobody now.
It's so true. It's so true.
The most popular war dance contestant from another planet is challenging his disciple. Of course he has to be here.
This is so stressful. I can't embarrass Belobog in front of General Jing Yuan. I feel like my heart is about to burst out of my throat.
Honestly, I'm glad he still is nervous about this though, because like it's not like like it's worse if you don't care, you know?
Being too nervous might affect your performance. How about a bottle of sweet dream
No
soda?
more soda. No. You got this.
Right. I shouldn't drink that.
The nervousness is good. That adrenaline is not bad. It's not going to be a bad thing. I know, like, again, we want to say, like, he's had anxiety. He's had, his, you know, depressive moments as well. I know, like, calming your nerves with, like, medicine could be a good thing as well. But I think in just this moment, like, these are healthy nerves. This is healthy, healthy anxiousness. Where, like, it's a big fight. It's a big reason, you know, big reason to be nervous. Every fighter says, like, being nervous before a fight is actually, like, common, you know?
How about this? Let's go watch someone else's match, shall we? According to the schedule, the current match is between Boot Hill and Yan Qing.
Oh, so multiple people get to fight Yang Xing. There we go. I actually would like to see Boot Hill versus Yang Xing.
That sounds interesting.
Let's go. You need some fresh air. Being cooped up here in the lounge will only make you more nervous.
Really great idea.
Let's get moving. We might miss the match if we wait any.
Guys, so sorry about this. I was recording for like 5 minutes and I wasn't recording video. That's my bad completely. Not much happened. What happened was I'll put my reaction up over with a picture of Boot Hill of like him forfeiting the battle to Yang Xing. But he forfeited the battle to Yang Xing because the IPC are on his tail and now he's taking Luca for some tea. I'm just thinking of the IPC. Carmela was a bit judgmental saying like, oh, you can't take him for tea because you're a member of the IPC. And he rightly put her in her place and said, like, you know, I don't mind you being a member of the IPC, but you stop being judgmental to me. And it was actually a really great moment. But yeah, like, yeah, sorry about that, guys. It happens sometimes, especially since I took a break there as well. Oh, for real? No way. Why would he do that? Shorts. But he's not there right now. What is happening? That's very surprising from Boot Hill. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, he's so right, by the way, with Carmella being like, again, I don't mind Carmella, but like the whole thing of like, you know, you can't take him for tea. It's like,
Mr. Boothill, welcome. Please take a seat.
I trust Boothill with Luca more than I trust like the majority of the IPC with Luca. If it's not Aventurine, Topaz, or Dr. Ratio, I'm questioning any IPC member coming up and, you know, talking to Luca or asking Luca to come for tea. But Boothill doing it, I trust him completely. You know what I mean?
Hey, isn't this the Luca strong arm that everyone's been talking about? It's a pleasure to have two distinguished guests here today. What can I get for you? Just let me know.
That's pretty cool. Obviously, the celebrity status is getting higher.
I'm fixing to leave the Lafu, so give me a send-off with a cup of that single malt strong tea you only get on the Cienjo. No need for the fancy stuff. Popper's blood will do just fine. As for him, he's about to face a tough battle, so fix him up a glass of hero spirit.
Very cool.
No problem. I'll be right back.
No, honestly, like, this is, like, a really great... He obviously wants to talk to him about something. He's the one who beat him in a few seconds, so I think having him come up and, like, maybe, like... I'm not saying it's going to be a pep talk, but anything like that is not a bad thing whatsoever. You know? For sure not a bad thing whatsoever.
The vibe of this place is similar to Bellabog.
I'm glad you like it. I'm buying you drinks for two reasons. I want to apologize to you. That's the first.
Okay.
My intention was to test your resolve, but threatening a competitor with life and death was a bit over the line.
And this is why I love Boothill, right? Boothill, like, understood he probably went a bit overboard, right? And is now, like, you know, think he has a conscience. He's thinking about this. But, like, I'm just going to say this, again, not to bring up Carmella again, right? But she has been, like, constantly to Luca, been like, Luca, you know, maybe you should, like, you know, leave that off or whatever. She's done it twice, in fairness. But, like, the IPC doesn't have this. The IPC's not going to come afterwards and be like, well, some of them might, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of them won't be like, apologize for what happened there. Just go, no, it's business, you know? Boothill could have just been like, yeah, dude, it's battle. What do you expect? No, he's thinking about it. It's on his mind. It's on his conscience.
I'm real sorry. If you drink this cup of tea, it means you forgive me. Okay.
That's such a dad thing to say. You know, when dad, like, I don't know if like anyone's dad did have the idea, like, you know, it's like, if you laugh, yeah, it means you forgive me, and then they do something to make you laugh. I don't know.
I learned a lot from that match against you, Mr. Boothill. Actually, I should be thanking you for that.
It was the turning point for Luca.
Okay. Glad you ain't mad. Now, let's get to the second reason. I think you should pull out of the competition.
What?
That's out of the question. I won't back down. Just like how I faced your gun last time.
It's interesting he's saying this. Maybe it's after he fought Yangqing.
I'm leaving not just because time's running out for me, but partly because of that ringmaster.
Wow. We know Yangqing's tough. Let's not lie about this. We know Yangqing's tough. He's incredible. So, like, this idea that, like, he's that tough, though, that even Boothill's like, I can't.
This kid's young, but he's got some serious skills. Facing him will take too long, and there's no guarantee of winning. It ain't worth getting caught by those forking IPC hounds over a competition.
So he's not saying he can't, he's not going to lose. He's saying, or he's not saying he's going to lose. He's saying that if the fight will go on for too long, that the IPC will close in on his location. That makes sense.
You're different. You always have the choice to leave. The whole cosmos knows about you and Bellabog now, so you've already achieved your goal.
I think Luca's doing it for himself now though. Bluto's right in saying this, but I think Luca's also doing this for himself, while also wanting to, write history once again for Igor?
No one will blame you if you withdraw now.
Of course not.
But if you step into the ring, you'll be crushed. You get what I'm saying?
Distinct possibility that could happen, but I think Luca still should fight.
I understand. But I'm still gonna step into the ring and
yes.
throw a punch. Win or lose, the outcome isn't the only thing that matters.
And that's why Luca's so popular, you know?
I'm impressed, kid.
Oh, you're testing my resolve again! I almost fell for your trap.
I know, I think he was asking you to back out this time, but like, if Luca, you want to take it as a test,
Dog my whoa boots, you're
Oh, he was?
sharp, boy. You remind me of a friend. A girl called Rappa. She's set in her own ways, just like you.
So maybe it was a test. I just thought it's him just saying like that. Maybe he's trying to cover up now, but I don't know.
Is she as weak as me?
You ain't weak. Look at the beep.
Well, can you crush a star with your bare hands?
He crushes hearts.
Can she?
his face changed. Come look at him. I've never seen him look like that. He looks like he's seen like horrors beyond imagine.
She can't, but she always insists that she can.
I love that. Can you do this? Can she? No. Okay. That's very funny.
That's ridiculous.
A very fun interaction.
What holy forkaroni. She's really strong.
Boot down the strong T in one gulp and waved to Luke and left the street without looking back. So maybe it was a test of his resolve.
It's getting late. The match with Yanqing is starting soon.
Oh my god.
I wonder if Luke is back.
I am so
Let's
nervous.
see whether he's in the lounge.
So, here's the thing, right? As I said about the side stuff, I said it before, but I don't know if I was, I'm going to reiterate here for because this is a long video. This is going to end up being, for this full video series of the event, it's going to be around 9 hours in total. So again, I'm personally not going to feel bad for skipping some side stuff. You know what I mean? It's just the way things are going to have to happen. Yes, I understand that every story is important. I understand this 100%, and everyone's going to have different opinions now as well. But like, it's very long. It is very, very long. And while I love the war dance stuff as well, it's been really, really great. There's also a thing where it's like, you know, I don't want to get to a point where I'm at like the 11-hour mark where I'm like, Jesus, this is too long. You know what I mean? And then you also have to put into perspective as well from my perspective. This was probably an event that was going on for a bit at the time. So like doing it on release is like obviously different than like, having a video series of it, like, where this is all you're doing, I guess, for the time. Yeah, but it's been really great. I don't want to end up not liking it, if that makes sense.
Can't believe
or feeling like it's
the
going
match is
too
about
long.
to start. Feel as though I'm having a dream.
You got this, Luca. Well, I don't know if you got this, but like I know, like even if you lose, it's still gonna be great.
Stay calm, Luca. Just treat this like any other regular point-based tournament.
You're already destined to be in the history books, 100%.
Right. Regardless of how the Ringmaster's Challenge transpires, you've already made a mark in Belabogian history.
100%. Again, and that's the thing. He's made an impact, but he wants to obviously make, like I said, write history as well for
That's
Igor.
Exactly what makes me feel like I'm dreaming. In fact, the biggest takeaway from this trip to the Luofu is that it made me realize something.
Oh yeah?
I don't fight to gain or prove anything. I don't even do this for the sake of winning. Whenever I throw my punches, I feel like I'm the happiest man in the cosmos. That's the only reason
That's
I'm doing
so sweet, right? And oh my god, the parallels to Yanqing again, right? Yanqing said, like, that the reason why he loves doing sword practice and sword fighting is because in those moments he's truly himself. He's at his happiest. Luke is at his happiest when he's throwing punches. Like they're obviously like made them meet up earlier, like to have the direct parallels, like they're right in front of us, right? 100%.
Even though I don't fully understand it, I'm still pleased to witness your growth.
Heck yeah.
Well, it's time for you to get ready for the final battle.
Really good stuff. Oh my god, here we go. Is it gonna be knockout stages or we just go straight into the fight? I wonder. Let's get some more rewards. Man, the rewards for just like doing past events are crazy. They really are. And if I want, I can go back and do this stuff anyway, which is what's crazy about it. Like, you can do this no matter what. It's really cool. So, is there gonna be knockout matches as well?
I can't believe it took me so long to realize that Japard, Argenti, Boot Hill, Svarog, and Mr. Tail were all trying to tell me the same thing. Oh, does this mean I've got one foot in the realm of the strong now?
You got this, man. Does he mean that like everyone was trying to tell him that, like, to put faith, to like think outside the box, move outside your comfort zone, and just move forward, just keep going forward, keep progressing?
Maybe Maybe it's the mentality that makes you strong.
I agree, Luca. I'm so happy for Luca, man. This has been awesome.
Luca, are you ready to
Oh
challenge
my
Yan
god.
Qing?
Oh my god, guys. I've been ready for a long time.
I've been ready for a long time.
This is gonna be crazy.
Wow, I'm not even ready yet.
Oh my god. Oh my god. They built this up pretty well, by the way. This is like, if you think of it, this is Yanqing. We know how tough Yanqing is. We know everyone will flock to see how Yanqing fight. They set this up before, like months and months ago when we played this game, and even now. And now also, like, to find out that Yanqing is so tough that Boot Hill has a trouble with him as well is pretty crazy. You know, that adds more to like how good Yanqing actually is. That we like, even like, I feel like Yanqing's the type of character that, like, because he's such a, he's a baby. He's the baby's Yancho. Like, it's one of those things where, like, you underestimate him sometimes. Even though we talk about how great he is as a fighter, you still underestimate him by not knowing exactly the full extent of how good he is, you know? And the only time we really see him losing is against, like, you know, like Blade and Imbiber Lune and Jing Liu. It's like, oh god, you lost to those characters? What a horror. Like, it's like, that's like demons losing to, like, you know, a ball of, you know, light. That sounds like I'm very religious or something. That's like the ball of light defeating the demons. No, you know what I mean. It's like vampires losing to the sun. It's like, yeah, you're gonna. It's you have to, you know, put some measure in there to win. But also in Luca fighting up from a loss. This feeling of being in a new place, fish out of water, like struggling to really find the reason to keep going, doubting himself. But then he keeps progressing. He finds out the true reason why people fight, even if they don't know they could lose in the end. And now he's going into this fight knowing that there's a possibility he could lose, but even in losing, he's still going to fight. So we're doing break damage. Okay. Very cool. Okay, hand up. Oh my god. Firefly. Link Shaw. So in terms of break damage, like, it's probably best to put... Oh, this is a weird team. I actually might want to put someone who does like a lot of damage on the team, actually, because this is support in a lot of ways. I don't know what, let me see. Oh my god, there's our gal. I don't know what you do, if I'm being honest with you. Oh, I'm dead. Let me see. Are you a healer of any kind? No, I don't think so. So break efficiency. Who else does break efficiency? I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even think that's a real thing. I'm joking. And then we have Ling Sha, which I think is, again, like, she's more of a support character, right? Hand up. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know who does break damage. I feel very stupid, but because you guys know I'm not well versed in stuff. I'm just not. I just like, you know, my favorite character is this one. I mean, Yang Xing, but he's crit damage, right? Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to putting Moze in the team. Right? Just to have that extra follow-up damage might be fun. We could put Lacha on the team. Actually, Lacha. Let's just put Lacha on the team. Let's just put him on the team. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, not saying it's gonna work, but let's go. This is so freaking crazy. This is so hype. It really is. I'm so excited. Whew. This is a big deal. This is a massive deal. Like, the underdog hero that everyone's been loving versus, like, this, you know, the representative of the Luofu.
Hi, Mr. Luca. We meet again.
With his sweet little voices. Oh my god.
How is this possible?
Yep.
You're Lung Feng. Sorry for not revealing my name
So
previously.
great.
I'm the Luofu's ringmaster, Yan Qing.
And it's so funny because, like, I wonder why. I say he probably did it just because he's having so much fun in that moment as well, you know?
Mr. Luca, I've had my eye on you these past few days. You weren't aware, but I was in the crowd watching all your matches.
Very cool.
I must say, you're a formidable warrior. You're resilient, sharp, and strong.
That's so great to hear.
What's even more impressive is your resolve. Every punch you throw shows a courage
Yes.
that doesn't care about winning or
Yes.
losing. That has left a deep impression.
And especially from Yangqing, who like had such a big journey about losing, right, as well. Like, this is obviously a big deal for Yangqing as well. But that's totally Luca's story here, to learn that losing is part of it, but fighting is a bigger part of it. Even if you could lose.
I've heard about what happened to your planet, so I understand how you need this win. Just one more step, and you'll take Belobog's name into the history books with you.
Wow. Guys, I'm smiling from ear to ear about how freaking exciting this is.
But as the Lawfu Ringmaster, there are things I must uphold.
Of course.
I don't have a stirring pre-battle speech, Yanqing.
God.
Thanks for giving me directions when I was lost.
Oh.
Many have done the same thing for me these last few days.
Oh, he's speaking
and
out.
it's thanks to all of you that I'm here now.
Oh.
You still remember the lofty aspirations we yelled
Shouting into the
sky?
crowd. The thank you just for the help that people have given him. Ling Sha, Su Shang, Xingsha, Boot Hill. Like, all these characters on the Lawfu who have legitimately helped. Like, there's more than that as well. Like, legitimately helped him so freaking much. And he's acknowledging that and shouting it to the crowd. Now he's talking about the aspirations that they had as well.
I, Luca, will be the
Let's
winner.
go, Luca!
I will defeat Yanqing.
Love it. Love it.
All eyes are upon Luca
This is such a big
Strongarm,
deal.
who has finally arrived in front of Yanqing after overcoming numerous hurdles.
I've said it before, but like, it can't be overstated. This is a planet that has not even been like outside of its own planet for hundreds of years, fighting up to a tournament of powerful fighters, facing face to face with the representation of not only Jin Yuan but the Lawfu itself. Like, this is a big deal.
Since the beginning of the war dance, the match between Luca and Yanqing
I'm
has
so
been
excited.
the most anticipated one among the
There he is.
This highly awaited showdown is about to unfold before viewers across the cosmos. What will be the final result of this match? Let's watch and find out.
Even Albert is like, it's excited. How could you not be? This has been built up so well. Oh. They're gonna shoot someone for fun now.
Anyone who qualifies for the Ringmaster's Challenge is a respectable warrior.
Agreed.
You're a top-notch boxer, just like I'm a top-notch swordsman. The outcome of this match isn't going to change that.
Look, and Yangqing's learning. Yangqing's learning as well. This is what part of what Jin Yuan was trying to like say to him as well, you know? The loss isn't what always matters. You know, the reason for fighting isn't just winning, you know?
Yanqing, I'll give it my all to defeat you.
Likewise.
Likewise. Oh my god, here we go. And it is a Yangqing fight.
The final showdown begins now.
So I am very happy, by the way, that we're now... Oh my god, we're fighting as Firefly. My first time ever. I'm actually very happy that this game has now gone to like having us fight actual enemies. The first two were like, as I said, were a letdown. It was a letdown. But I'm glad we're back here in this state, you know?
Sam, awaiting attack. Receive divinity. Support received.
Support received. Oh, let's go.
Like fireflies to a flame, I will fight for myself.
Oh, look at her.
Until everything burns to ashes!
And the transition as well. Let's do a little bounce.
Let's improvise.
Oh, 9 break? What? I am very glad that we chose... I'm very glad that we chose Lotja, because we're going to need some healing.
I shall set the season.
Luca knocked down Yanqing's sword.
Is that going to give him some weaknesses? Yes, it is.
Flying start.
And
It's
then...
more than a battle.
Man, look at the thing with the Firefly at the side. That's so good. That's so good.
Ignite! Please, allow me to purge the root of this problem. Oh, a weakness.
Pity. You chose the wrong
break. There we go. There's a break. I think we can now fast forward, right? Because we've seen everyone's moves now.
Any openings for Luca? Luca turn the tides again?
Once again. So good.
Eternal sleep is not the dead return.
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
Every time we get to see Cell dancing, it's always great too.
Keep calm and use your Iron Fist against your opponent. Do it for me.
Stell giving great advice here.
Opponent's attack. The indomitable Luca never gives up. The fight continues.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Some good stuff here as well.
The truth burns clear as everything in this world is bleeding.
More break damage as well. I think it's going to be a very manageable fight. I think it will be. Another blast as well.
It sets the seas ablaze.
Firefly is so good for this. Firefly is so good for this. Like, look at this. It's constantly helping us out with this stuff. I kind of want to see that move without a fast forward a little bit. So we'll check it out in a second here.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
The truth burns clear as everything in this world is bleeding.
Okay, and then another bounce.
Luca's truly a magnificent warrior.
Okay, so we got like
starting to take this more seriously.
yeah. So what we have here then, story-wise, Luca kind of like didn't get the better of him, but maybe held him against the ropes a bit, or fought him against the ropes a little bit. And now Yangshin's like, okay, I gotta like fight a little bit deeper here as well. Very cool stuff.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Great stuff as well.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Like fireflies to a flame.
This transition is so good.
Begets, I will fight for
Look at her.
until everything burns to
She's so great. I mean, the Stellar Hunters in general are like, you know, my best pals.
Live to fight. Fight to live.
Yeah, I love the integration with like seeing her face within the machine as well, seeing with Sam also.
Please allow me
96?
to the root of this problem.
Does that say 96?
Time to cleanse the filth.
That says 90 freaking 6. Are we actually going to take it down 96 times? I mean, if we do, that's crazy, but it's obviously like hilarious at the same time too, and actually kind of like impressive.
Everything in this world is merely fleeting.
Here we go again. Great stuff. Okay, great stuff. Get a little bit of support in there as well. They're literally telling us to take down all 95. That's insane. I'm kind of here for it, but it's insane. Backup Dancer is just a great name for that, isn't it?
Both body and mind must be pure.
Well, if we get rid of the swords, it actually is a lot easier as well.
Dreams do come true.
And now Firefly's going as well.
Live to fight. Fight to live.
Allow me to see you off.
We can fast forward now
Allow
for sure.
me to purge the root of
This is
the
going to take a
extra
while.
vile
It's going to take a while. Oh god.
Sword, heed me.
Actually, so many. Oh,
About to unleash his signature move. Luca, will you be able to take
I'm not
this?
sure. I kind of wish it didn't fast forward. There we go. Okay. Everyone's just frozen over. Like he's just picking away at us. Do not kill Lacha. What are you doing? Thank you so much, bunnies. Thank you so much. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. And he's fucking. Oh my god, he got this as well.
My blade
levels
No,
armies.
not to. No, my God! Please wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Your swords are so tough. My iron arm has gone kaput.
No.
In this case, I'll stop
What?
using my swords. Let's decide who the winner is with our
Yeah,
bare
actually, it
fists.
says it's bare knuckle box. What the hell? His arm's just gone. No way. Yangsheng, no. What? Oh, they're looking on as well, all the crowd. What are you talking about? Yangsheng. Oh my God. Oh, to his jaws, bro. Look, his face, he wasn't expecting that at all. This is so freaking cool. This is so great. No way. Oh no, there's no energy, no energy. When he caught him. And there's Topaz. Oh, so cool. That's so great. Oh my God, he caught him and then raised his hand. Incredible stuff.
Yanqing, are you doing this out of sympathy? I don't need a victory.
That was such a cool cutscene.
No problem accepting defeat.
My hair's part, like, again, Yangsheng once again showing why he is like one of the most impressive people in the freaking world. He's a sword master who dropped his sword and said, let's have a boxing match, and he knocked the living crap out of Luca's jaw. like knocked the hell out of him, but in a very beautiful moment, catching Luca as he fell, right? And then raising his hand, because I think he realized like how we'll see why he did it, but I'm guessing it's because of how much determination Luca actually had in that moment. It was amazing. It was so amazing to see. That was so freaking crazy. Like the animation, and there was one moment there I love as well that like they showed like, you know, Luca getting absolutely rocked, of course, but then there was a moment there where he like where he almost got Yangsheng, and Yangsheng had a look of shock in his face. But again, why Yangsheng's such a good fighter? Shock, and then went, okay, back into it, you know? Such a cool thing.
No, you aren't defeated.
Yeah? Oh, that's amazing.
Can't you hear? Everyone's cheering for you, Luca.
Yes, look at this, Luca. This is so sweet. This is so amazing. Luca, look what's happened here. And again, that's what Yangsheng realizes as well, how much cheers Luca was getting. Saw Luca's determination, raised his hand so the crowd would cheer as well. That's so freaking awesome. That's so smart as well. He understands the war dance and the entertainment purposes of the war dance and what people want more than you'd even know.
I think that in their minds,
Oh.
someone like you could never be considered.
That's so beautiful. This is, I'm smiling from ear to ear right now. This is so stunning. This is amazing.
Such a moving battle.
Thanks, Yanqing. In a true fight, does losing even matter?
No, that's the whole point as well. It's what you do in the fight as well. And like, and Yangsheng saw that. Did you see Luca still with a busted arm, still trying his best? And again, if Luca's arm was like fully, you know, and by the way, that doesn't matter, by the way, because it was Yangsheng who knocked his arm to basically be nothing. So he still won in that sense. But like, if Luca's arm didn't get like powered down, then he would have like been able to land that punch, and it probably would have been like a big moment for that fight as well. But then again, he would never have like had a fist fight with Yangsheng if it wasn't Yangsheng wanting to fight fair. You know what I mean? It would have just beat him with his swords.
Winning and losing are part of any match. But I gave it my
Heck
all.
yeah.
I did it. I kept throwing punches, punch after punch, until the very end.
Oh.
When I go back to Belobog, there will be another fight waiting for
Yes.
me in the future. And many more battles to come.
And that's the lesson that he learned over time, is that like, because again, he's, as he said, with all of the people in Belobog, people fought and they died. And that's what it's always been. In his mind, it was like, what's the point? But now he realizes, like, you're going to have many more fights to come as well. And even in losing, it's still your determination, how much you fight as well, as the way he sees it too. And it's not a lost battle in his heart, right? Because he still showed that determination, and he still fought anyway. Oh, look at him. Oh.
Archie, I tried my best.
Luca.
Just like you. I won.
Give him the whole tournament. Give him my whole heart. He has everything. Again, with Margie didn't lose. She fought so hard. She kept fighting every day. That's not losing. She didn't lose, you know? She had an illness that she didn't ask for, but she still fought it. So awesome. The crowd cheering as well. This is so amazing. This is so great.
So Luca takes his defeat in stride. The audience's passion stays strong. Their constant applause is a salute to this resilient Balabagian fighter.
And that shows how like great Yangqing is well to like just allow, you know, like you mean, like imagine winning a fight basically, but like you're like standing beside someone else and everyone's just cheering the other person, and it makes Yangqing happy. He sees Luca for who he is.
In my view, there is no winner or loser in this match.
The crowd's going nuts.
The admiration both sides
The crowd is going nuts.
and the audience's enthusiasm speak for itself. This is an unprecedented match that goes beyond winning and losing.
Let's go. And even Albert's getting emotional.
Stop winning the camera at me. Focus on them two.
Great stuff. No, honestly awesome. Honestly amazing.
I didn't expect my war dance journey would end in this
Honestly
way.
though, like it's not like, it's honestly like the best possible ending in terms of like, you know, the story, right? Because Yangqing like is such an impressive fighter that like losing to someone in their first tournament, while it would have been an amazing moment, it makes perfect sense that he didn't lose to Luca, especially Luca in his first war dance tournament, his first tournament outside of Balebog. Luca's gonna have to work up to even get to that point even further, you know? How do you feel?
I've never felt so at ease.
Heck yeah. That's a good feeling to have.
I think it's time to pack up my things and head home with Lynx and the others.
Oh. He did so, I've never been so proud of someone, honestly.
Sorry for disturbing your rest, Mr. Luca. General Jing Yuan
Whoa.
would like to meet you. Please, make your way to the seat of divine foresight.
Luca. Luca's meeting the general?
Me? But I lost the match. Is the general really interested in meeting defeated contestants too?
You don't know the general, Luca. Again, he doesn't place that value in winning or losing either, you know?
As a Skyfaring Commission staff member, I'm afraid I don't have the answer to that question.
Very good stuff. Moments later, to see the Divine Force officer just sending us here.
Hello, Luca from Belobog. It is a pleasure to meet you.
General Jingyuan, it's my honor to meet you. But I'm not quite sure why you summoned me here to the seat of divine foresight.
Because of that exciting match earlier. And also because you're the second war dance contestant from Urilo in the past 700
Igor.
years.
Do you mean... have you by any chance heard of Igor Heft?
His last name is Haft. Earlier on when he was like, have to enter the tournament. How are you saying like something like Shakespearean and he have to enter the tournament, you know?
Igor. What a nostalgic name. I know him. Actually, I should say I will always remember him. You and he are two of a kind.
Really great stuff. He's freaking relating again, and that's the thing. It's like we did not only in the appearance, but obviously like making that connection for somehow from Genuine for emotionally. That's really cool as well.
General, do you know about Igor's experience on the Shinjo? In our hometown, many of us have heard of Igor Haft's heroic tale, but we don't know what he really went through during his journey beyond the sky. Please, you have to tell me his story.
That was over 700 years ago. At that time, I was young and also serving as the war dance's
Wow, just like Yangqing. Wait, so did you fight? No, don't tell me you fought Igor as well. Just like the parallels again, you know, with Yangqing fighting Luca.
Igor, a tall and red-haired boxer, appeared in the ring. Every swing of his fist felt like it carried the weight of an
Again,
entire
this
world.
adds to Genuine's character, by the way. He is someone who is like totally like always sad. He's a sad character who misses his friends, who misses the past, but he has to keep moving forward and all this stuff as well, right? him remembering Igor very fondly and him seeing Luca in that the arena and being like, man, that reminds you of Luca, and like reminds me of Igor, and wanting to talk to Luca is no surprise to me, but how much like emphasis he puts on the past in his mind and his heart, you know?
He had a peculiar habit after finishing a match. While turning down all the prizes and gifts, he would talk about his homeland's plight to the spectators, warning them of the Antimatter Legion's attacks as he sought help from those who were capable.
Yeah.
Just like that, he conquered every opponent and finally stood before me. Much like how you faced Yanqing. He threw his punches in silence, matching me blow for blow.
Adore the parallels. Adore them so much.
But as the fight was nearing its end, he suddenly stopped and left the arena.
Why?
Igor, the Alliance leaders have listened to your tale and your homeland struggles. Many Cloud Knights feel sympathy for your situation.
Look at little Yuen. What the hell are they doing to me? Look at him.
Is there anything more?
And that's the question, is there anything more to sympathy? I can't believe we're seeing like a younger Jin Yuen with and honestly, even like the height differential like really feels like, obviously it's much more new because he's a little bit taller than Yanqing is now, of course, but like still it's like, it feels so like paralleled. But again, he's not getting, I don't think he's getting any help, is he?
They are unable to send forces. We've received a warning signal from the Yaoqing, meaning a major conflict between the Xianzhou and the denizens of abundance.
So they literally could not help.
I understand. Thank you, Jing Yuan.
Where will you go next?
I'm headed home. Because my home needs...
Yeah, just when he went back then, I guess.
I thought I would surely find a way to rescue it. Or at least someone in this vast cosmos would hear my plea for help.
And that's the thing, he's like, he just wants someone to listen to the plight and help, right? But of course, like in this sense, like if they have their own fight they're fighting, it's very difficult to get help from an already, a country at war. It is. It's just like throughout history it would be very difficult to do that if you're already at war. Again, relating it back to Irish stuff, like the reason why Ireland fought back when they did in such a big, massive way, in one of the most famous ways, is because a world war was happening and England joined the world war, and so at that point they couldn't send like a lot of extra forces to Ireland to fight back because it was one of those situations where like they couldn't expend resources. So Ireland was like, yeah, let's do it now. It's hard. It's very difficult.
I was wrong. Urilo 6's tragedy is insignificant.
Oh, stop.
Disasters unfold in every corner of the universe. If not here, then there. If not today, then tomorrow. People have grown accustomed to the disappearance of insignificant stars in the sky.
He sounds like this is after listening to so many people just tell him that it's not important, that you only have 0.005% of importance and all this stuff. That he's calling like his own planet. Like I don't think he believes this in his heart, but like it's what people have been like drilling into him over the past while, but he's been begging for help.
While I've been fighting here, my family and friends are bleeding to death.
Horrific.
Because of the Antimatter Legion's invasion. With every fist I threw, their hopes dimmed a little more. It's time for me to go back now. If a child cannot fight to protect his mother when she needs it, what right does he have to call himself her son? See you again, Jing Yuan. No. Considering my age.
No.
I think we will be seeing each other again.
This is literally his goodbye to not only the Xianzhou, but obviously he's not going to see Jin Yuan again. He's not going to be coming back for a war dance. But he's still got an invitation, right? That's what's so beautiful. So someone sent him an invitation again, which I think is a stunning thing if someone did. But like, it's so sad that like again he was going he did this whole tournament. He fought and cut off his own arm for all this stuff, just so he could get help for Belobog. And in the end, the only thing he got, the closest thing he got, was sympathy from Jin Yuan. The closest thing he got.
I wish you victory, Igor.
You too, Jing Yuan. If the opportunity arises, I'd love to fight you again.
Is that why he sent the invitation out again?
I'm coming back, Mother.
This is devastating. This is such a devastating feeling to have, like, knowing that, like, you've tried your best and all these things you've done that you thought you were helping, not by any fault of your own, didn't help anything. It's just that people couldn't help or didn't help or wouldn't help or refused to help. And all he's thinking about is how his mother is probably suffering and his family's suffering and his people are suffering.
I've come out on top in all my fights. But this time, victory is out of my reach.
And that's the thing as well, I've won all these fights, but I didn't get what I wanted.
The war dance is held to foster friendships through combat arts. However, I was just a Cloud Knight lieutenant at that time.
Right.
Powerless to change anything. I couldn't even utter any words of solace as I watched his despondent silhouette grow small.
So that's as he was leaving by as well. And that probably, like, again, for Genuine, as a person who, like, I know is sentimental. I know is a person who cares about the people around him, who loves the people around him. Like, the quintet is on his mind every second of the freaking day. It is, right? And I'm not saying he's perfect. I'm not saying what the Xianzhou has done either has been perfect. I called him out at the time. But to know that, like his history, Genuine's history is so full of, like, these regretful feelings constantly that he wished he could do more. You know? That he's the one stuck here on with all these memories. It's almost like he's, like, in place and all these memories are with him constantly. Whether that be the quintet or stuff like this or stuff that's happened in the past with the denizens. He has to stay in one place his long life as all these feelings are constantly swirling around him. And again, I'm not saying that he should be the one that feels bad in the situation. Like, what happened to Igor is so sad. Like imagine being so determined to fight for your people and you thought you were doing the right thing.
And just like that,
what else could he do?
He left. Time flew by. And then, in the blink of an eye, 300 years had passed.
This is when the invitation was sent.
Pardon my interruption, General. What was the name of the world you just mentioned?
Because no one would have known Balevog. Oh my freaking god, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Let's send an invitation to that world called Eurilo 6 for the war dance this year. Hopefully, his descendants.
And it took 400 years for it to get there. And again, oh my god, that's what he hoped for. He wanted he knew he wasn't alive. He knew he was going to die. But he wanted his descendants to do as well. And I guess Luca's like the closest thing that you could see to be just like, Igor.
General, the astral charts of the Skyfaring Commission indicate that this world has been destroyed.
And this is what's so crazy. The IPC thought this world was gone as well, but they still freaking put a debt on them, an interest on them. Oh, look. Oh my god. Guys, I'm going nuts here. Like, Genuine, like, here you can hear there's like a little bit of like almost a choke, like your breath stops hearing this type of news.
General?
Send an invitation. Even if it is just a wish that won't come true.
Dude, what the hell? That's so tough. And again, so I'm taught what Genuine is a character. I need people to understand he's a person who's so sentimental and he carries memories with him forever. They're on his shoulders, weighing him down constantly. Just like all he thinks about the quintet. For a fact, every time a war dance happens, he's thinking about, I wonder if Igor is okay. And not even just every war dance. Every week, I'm guaranteeing he's the type of person who stands there in his office when he's not doing his work, thinking, I wonder what Blade is doing right now. I wonder what Jing Liu is doing right now. I wonder what Igor is doing right now. I hope Dan Hong is being okay right now. I guarantee you he does that every time.
So, this is why we received that invitation?
For his descendants.
Igor gifted me a keepsake before he left.
F off. What the hell? This is just like Luca and Yangqing, but obviously like just a little taller for both of them. Oh my god. This is so beautiful. This picture, look at the two smiling together as well. Igor was a beast. Look at him. Look at General Genuine.
We took this picture before we parted ways. Despite feeling crestfallen that day, he still kept a smile on his face.
He still moved forward. This picture is gorgeous. It's so stunning. It's so bright.
Now, I'd like to give something to his descendant in return for his gift. 700 years ago, I didn't have the chance to help his
What?
But it's still not too late
What is he doing?
to step in.
There's tears in my eyes, guys. What is he doing? What are you...
With the Everwinter Monument as our witness, I, the
Yukong.
Supreme Guardian Branya Rand, hereby announce that the Xianzhou Lafu Belobog Mutual Trade Agreement is now in effect.
What the F, dude? I think that's is that a new thing? Has Romer ever cried over a trade agreement? This is going to help Belobog so much. Like, you have no idea what this does for a country. I mean, most of you could probably do if you study anything to do with that stuff. Like, it's... I mean, you don't even need to study. You know what trade does for the world. No one needs to study it. Like, Jesus Christ.
I've heard stories about Belobog, where the residents, in their most desperate times, steadfastly maintained the spirit of the preservation, resisting fate until the break of dawn.
By the way, Sela is standing over there with Luca. You're basically like your idiot brother left and came back with like a whole new trade agreement.
It wasn't until I stepped onto this land of heroes myself.
So sorry, guys.
And felt the burn of the perpetual ice on my skin, that I finally realized how solemn the belief of the preservation is, and how great the people struggling there.
Yes, 100%. Like, what they went through is insane. But Yukong, seeing you standing there at Belobog means the world to me.
From today onward, the Xianzhou Lafu fights alongside you until
Jesus
the eternal
Christ.
breeze turns into the spring breeze, and the frozen land melts into fertile fields.
This is so beautiful. Because, again, like, the general... This is what I'm talking about with the general. He has regretted that at the time he couldn't do anything to help Belobog because, again, he wasn't the general. He couldn't do anything. And freaking what? 700 years later... 700 years later, he says, I am going to do something about this. I couldn't do anything now, but I'll do something now. And like, while like the Stellar crisis is ending, and like there's no antimatter legion here right now, getting a trade of food, getting a trade of like goods and products and different materials to help you like build things, like and then the agreement is until the ice melts. That could take years. That is a deal that benefits the Belobog more than Xianzhou. And that's why I don't take general slander. You know what I mean? He thought about this for 700 years. Constantly. After a while, the Belobog History of Cultural Museum? Of Culture Museum? Oh, the museum, yeah.
My old friend, you once expressed your desire to be a long-life species. Because we had a longer lifespan, you thought we would have more time to grow, rectify mistakes, and change the future.
Again, Genuine is a walking example of how that's just not true. His life has been memory after memory weighing down, and this picture's so stunning.
You were wrong, Igor. The next punch is always what matters most. For our world, the future is what truly matters.
And again, when I say the general knows that this isn't true, again, look at the quartet. Look at the stuff that's happened with Don Shu and Xing Yun. Look at what happened with Igor. Like, living a long life doesn't give you an avenue for stopping mistakes. It gives you an avenue to make more mistakes. You know, it really does.
We don't
Not that they're all Genuine's mistakes.
Each of us comes from the world that was there before we were
Yes.
born. People are like a giant tree, closely intertwined and ever-growing. People shape history. History creates heroes. Heroes inspire the future. And the future brings forth new people.
The speech as well. And again, Igor inspired Luca. Genuine inspires Yang Xing. You know what I mean? Like, this is literally Yang Xing and Luca. You know what I mean?
My old friend, your call for help back then has been answered. Luca is the answer.
So beautiful. It's so beautiful. He did. Like, Luca answered the call. He did. Look what Luca's done for Belobog.
He isn't just a boy. Instead, he's as ancient as your civilization. And he's the embodiment of your Real 6.
That line is crazy good.
I should have realized sooner. A civilization that can give rise to someone like you wouldn't be easily.
It's so true. I am fighting through the tears right now in the Belobog arena. Wait, is it Japard? He's gonna fight Japard again?
Are you ready? I'm here to return that victory you lent.
The reason why, by the way, Luca just became one of the most important characters in history, but like, the reason why he hits so hard when he says Luca is that answer, like, Luca was also fighting for years, not only for Margie, but for everyone in the underworld. As they all died and fought these battles and lost, Luca wanted to fight for them. He wanted to get stronger for them. And it was in losing a battle that he got the prayers of the Xianzhou answered. Like, this trade deal is going to be massive. And while it's not the same thing as stopping the Antimatter Legion when they could, this is a massive achievement. Luca going to fight and lose in a tournament not only led to him making so many new friends, but Belobog making a big friend. Again, they're gonna work at a loss. They will. Like, they will work at a loss, the Xianzhou. I mean, this trade agreement, there's no doubt about it, they'll work at a loss. You're talking about one of the most infertile lands in the history of the cosmos. But Luca got this deal for them, and again, of course, this is repaid for Jin Yuan. Jin Yuan talking directly to Igor's painting, by the way, and saying, like, or picture, and being like, finally your prayers have been answered. And he looks at Luca and says, I should have known, you know, that there's people like you in this world, and the people like you on Belobog. Of course you're not dead. And he said Luca's ancient because he embodies that same spirit that Igor and Belobog also had as well, that feeling to not fade away, to not die. He has all that. Are we actually going to see a fight here?
War dance commemorative items.
Oh, we have to just say goodbye to Carmela. That's the, oh, so they did get to fight. We're not seeing the outcome. Fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, if that's the case, leave it up in the air. What a beautiful scene. Like I did not. I think it's. I cry sometimes. You know, wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Not all the time. Don't say all the time. If you say all the time, you're going to hell. I'm joking. I do cry quite a bit. It's because I let emotions take me. I don't hide them. I think that, like, this is the first time I've ever cried at the word trade agreement. It's the first time I've ever cried at the word trade agreement. Because it means so much. It is a huge deal for Belobog. And again, as we saw there, Luca did so much for Belobog.
Perfect timing, Coach. Now that the war dance has ended and Luca has returned to Belobog, it's time for me to go.
It's been great chat. It has been great chatting to Carmela. Why don't you stay for a couple more days and enjoy yourself? Will you be able to get that permanent position you're after?
How am I going to afford that? Besides, Mr. Albert's been urging me to go back and write the next script of Keeping Up with Star Rail for him. Honestly speaking, these days of participating in the war dance with you have been the happiest of my life.
I'm very happy to hear that. I am. That's so nice, Carmela. Not that you haven't been nice, but that's so nice. Thank you for saying that. That I'm so happy to hear that. That you had the happiest days of your lives. Thank you so much. That like means the world. It really does. Holy hell. That's... Couldn't be happier to hear that.
Now that Luca is the hottest rising star in the whole cosmos, he'll definitely have lots of chances to participate in major tournaments in the future.
Yep, 100%.
When the time comes, I hope you'll still be his coach, and I'll still be in charge of covering your stories.
I welcome it.
By the way, this is the issue of the
Look at
newspaper
the picture.
that features the showdown between Luca and Yanqing. I bought 100 copies. This one's for you to keep.
She's good. She's a little tone deaf sometimes with IPC stuff, but like she's still a good person.
Oh no, it's getting late. miss my source gift. I should get going. I'll see you next time.
I'll see you, Carmela. I'll make sure Luke becomes a champion next time.
Of course. It's just a matter of time before he becomes the most dazzling champion in the cosmos. I've got a knack for reading people.
Heck yeah. Look at this picture. Glory belongs to Luca's Strongarm. This was a fight that will go down in the annals of history. Contestant Luca and Master Yangqing showcased their full dedication and exceptional skills, delivering an unprecedented and paralleled game for the audience. Although Luca may not have succeeded in his challenge, his aspirations for victory and his perseverance in combat won him applause and cheers from the entire arena. Carmela says, as a contestant, Luca steps down from the war dance stage. Our special coverage of the war dance. Look at you. Oh my god, look at Yukong and Bronya. Also comes to aficionado. Thank you, G readers, for your companionship throughout. We wish you all to be like Luca, bravely throwing punches and performing splendidly in the arena of life. Oh my god, I need to stop. I need to go. Luca surpasses Yangqing in popularity. A crowned male idol of the year. Wow. At the conclusion of the Remastered Challenge, Luca's audience supports actually surpassing Master Yangqing at one point, pushing him to first place. Based on Luca's performance and popularity, of our panel experts have decided to name him Male Idol of the Year. This marks the first time a non-Xianqiu martial artist has achieved this honor. That's so cool. Does he get like a full like spread? There it is. And now the other one is activated again. As I said, guys, like about the side stuff as well. Oh, Yangqing talk to us? Is this another mission as well? Let's check what it is. So, can I bother you with something? Not sure if you're available now. I'm free? What's up? That's great. The war dance has its ups and downs, but ultimately ended smoothly. Too many ups and downs. You're right, Sel. This war dance has too many incidents. Although the crew there were many bumps along the way. Luckily, we had the aid of our express crew. I can express sincere thanks to you and the crew. However, merely sending a message to express gratitude is not considered proper etiquette. I hope to be able to meet the express crew one more time to see everyone off. Sounds good. Where should we meet? Let's go, Miss Marcha and Don Hung have also agreed to meet. Okay, fantastic. Then we should meet at Starskiff Haven. I look forward to seeing you there. See you there. By way of the old, what's this? Oh yeah, we'll do this mission for sure. Yeah, 100%. Like saying goodbye? 110%. Yeah, that's different. That's totally different. Like, and I know people are going to be playing favorites. I 100% am. Like, I feel like saying goodbye to everybody on the show after this is... It makes sense, right? 100%. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely, like, 100%. I am definitely playing favorites with side quests, 100%. I can definitely do this side quest because there's no way I was going to miss a side quest like this, 110%. 110%. Oh my god, I'm Marchant.Hog and Yangqing all in the same place. This is so great. You're finally here. Been waiting for ages. I started to think you might not make it. Sorry, I'm a bit late. I'll pay the bill. We're not going out for dinner. There's no bills to pay today. Oh, okay. That would have been nice. There's no rush. You're just in time still. The crew have run to and from the Luofu many times. There's no need to go out for all the effort for all the formal send-off, surely. March said that you were late because you had something else. Didn't you know the Xianqiu Yaoxing and the Xianqiu Zhumin messengers are heading back home? I had no idea that was today. That's why I was hoped the crew would be here. That's why I suggested that we save the crew's farewell until the very end. Let's go and see off our guests from afar. Okay, we're going to say goodbye to everybody? You make it sound like we're the hosts here. This is Dan Eng's home. Of course we count as hosts as well. I studied swordsmanship here. Plus, think about how many friends you made here. The Luofu is basically our home too. No problem thinking that way. That's why March is scared. She thought you'd miss getting to say goodbye. I knew you'd regret it. I get it now. Thank you, March. No, honestly, very much thank you. No worries. The Merlin's Claw and the Flaming Hearts have already said their farewells to General Jin Yuan at the seat of Divine Foresight. They wanted to travel light without the Cloud Knight's escort. Wait, so are we going to say goodbye to Xiao Shou? I originally thought it may be a little rude to come bid them farewell on my own, but I feel much more at ease together with the express guests. As you feel the same way, let's wait here together for a while. So, we can say goodbye to all these. We're gonna say goodbye to a lot of characters as well. That's so great. Yeah, guys, 110%. Like, I have no problem saying it. Like, the other side quests, like whatever they are, I'm sure they're great as well. I'm not doing them right now, just because again, we are like now officially 9 hours into me doing this event at the very least, or 9 hours into the videos at least. But if there's a quest like this, of course I'm gonna do it. Like, again, I'm not gonna, you know, hide those feelings of wanting to say goodbye to a bunch of characters. Jesus Christ. You'll never see me hiding those feelings. And just being honest with you 100%, this is a very, like, important thing to me. You know, saying goodbye to these characters and saying goodbye to people. I know people say, well, what about Topaz's request? 100%. Topaz is a great character. But I'm not going to lie to you guys either and say that, like, you know, one quest is taking priority in my mind in terms of a side quest. I'm not going to lie to you. I wouldn't lie to you guys about that. That'd be very silly. Let's talk to March. As March. I didn't have much time, so the only souvenir I managed to buy was the Lafu. Was Lafu's people's favorite drink. That's awesome. If they're visitors from afar, then imagine returning to the Xian show will take a long time. If they get thirsty, they can drink this and get a taste of the authentic Lafu flavor. March, you're so thoughtful. It's not mung bean soda, is it? That's right. Oh, I'm worried they'd be sick if they drink it on the journey. The taste of Lafu, a must-have anywhere. I saw the average. I don't want to like dampen her spirit. She did such a good thing. We can't send her guests off empty-handed. 100%. Sweetheart among sweethearts. I'm so happy to have in this game best pals like this. Like, look at what's standing in between right now. March 7th and Don Hong, lucky as lucky can be. Miss Himiko and Mr. Yang have already begun their journey. Return to the Colonial Abyss as well. They'll be arriving in Luofu today. If the timing is right, we should be able to meet them at the Scarskiff Haven port. Let's line up to welcome them. I don't think we need all the fuss. We still have some other time before they arrive. Let's focus on sending off our Xianshu guests for now. By the way of old. I'm excited for this. I really am excited. Judging by the standard vessel transfer time, the Yaoxing's guests should be arriving any moment. Okay, I'll wait here. After a few moments, the Yaoxing guests arrive at the port. Oh my god! Where's Zhao Shou? Right now, tell me. Or forever be... upset me. If it isn't Yaoxing, is Yanshu Luofu reigning champion? Oh, and our Astro Express friends are here too. It's so great to see you guys. It is, though. Farewell, General Feisha. Look at this. The Zansho boys. Farewell, General Feisha. And of course, the almost acting Grandmaster. Let's do it as well. Why not? I'm truly honored that I was able to meet with all of you one more time before I left the Luofu. Oh yeah, I bought an authentic local drinks from the Xianshu Luofu for you all. Mung bean soda. Please don't hesitate to take one, and you can enjoy it if you're thirsty on your journeys. March 7 takes out the mung bean soda and she prepared to practice these. She prepared the authentic Luofu drink ages ago. You were too oh, it's our show. And honestly, I'm just glad he's okay. I really am. Though we have known each other for only a number of days, we are friends for life. I'm just as reluctant to part with you. But to part... I cannot read today. Most days nowadays. I'm just as reluctant to part with you. To part, as you all are. But there's a phrase I once heard. If you were never to part, how would we treasure our time together, true? If there were no farewell, how could we experience the joy of reunion? Miss March, please do not be sad, as our parting will only connect the dots between the details we missed when we met. I don't know, but like, I feel like, you know, he just got like an injury that's going to be changed him for life. You know what I mean? I'm going to say this. Like, I'm not saying this. Are you kidding me? Like, he's being so nice and he's so amazing. And yeah, 100%. That's right, though. I should also probably mention, I'm actually over here. You've been talking to Thin Air, Master Zhao Shou. Over here? I'm sorry. Although, here's the thing. Maybe people actually have like visual impairments. Do you prefer people telling you, hey, well, I guess you might actually prefer, maybe I'm just getting it wrong here. I wonder if like people would prefer to be like, hey, no, actually this is right, this is the direction you should be looking in or whatever. Just like, especially when they start off like with this new condition or whatever as well. Yeah, maybe I'm the one who got it wrong. Maybe I am. It's happened before, it'll happen again. Yeah, it's a beautiful saying though from Zhao Shou. Really loved it. I'm still not used to this yet though. Though my eyes may not be of any use, my ears are extremely sensitive. I can pinpoint location through sound. I think you're still a little off, but, well, that's good enough. Still, say something quickly. There's an awkward silence. I mean, like, honestly, like, it's going to take a while to really get used to it, right? Especially someone who, like, you know, if you've been using your eyes your whole life as well, it's going to take some time to get used to. Look how tall Mose is. Jesus Christ. What were you doing during the war dance? I was having my wounds treated, of course. Thanks to the healer lady Cauldron Master Ling Sha, we were returning to proper form. All we've been told to do now is listen to doctor's orders. I managed to get some time to go and see Yangqing's Ring Master match. Oh, lovely. You did very well. Your respect for your adversary was particularly commendable too. Yes, I love how she's pointing this out. Because she doesn't focus always on the actual battle or the sword swinging or the fighting aspect. The parts that go in between. I love that what everyone appreciates the most is the respect. Thank you, General. Like, that's a great thing. It showcases how far he's come. Yeah, how far he's come. Because beforehand, his fights were just about, like, I'm winning or losing. And now he's about, like, the respect and the things that go in between that. Did you take part in the war dance competition? My identity makes it improper for me to take part in these kinds of competitions, but these two, on the other hand... Don't ask me, I'm a healer. You wouldn't catch me in getting involved in that kind of thing when my eyes were working. Ask Mose. You're a healer who, doesn't do healing in battle, though. I prefer to watch from the shadows and wait for my moment to strike. Unfortunately, the war dance competition would not give me the time for this. So, honestly, like, Mose would enter the competition if he could, like, do, like, a little sneak attack. Because that's what he is. He's like an assassin. He's awesome that way. Mose, how about you chat a little longer? I've grown to like Mose a lot too. I've grown to love this trio as well. Yeah. I think you're well aware that I'm a conversation killer. For everyone's well-being, we better change the topic. How do you feel about your journey on the Xianzhou Luofu? Our objective on the Luofu has been completed. Although the situation with Hole got a little out of hand, everything was wrapped up nicely in the end. If I had to share my regrets, it would be that I was not able to fulfill my duty as a leader and protect the safety of my subordinates. Wow. And of course, that's going to weigh on her. Like, she cares so much about them and they care so much about her. General, please don't reinforce the Yaoxing stereotype of being conversation killers. Let's talk about something happy before we leave. Jiaoshou's still in great spirits, right? Still in great spirits. And he said, like, you know, he was just happy Fei Xiao was, like, okay, you know? These three were through a lot during the war dance. You're not awaiting me to say something, are you? I have no thoughts on the matter. Let's go. The Star Skiff will be here soon. Wait, I would like to say the final word to young Master Yangqing. Oh my god, I love this. The finishing blow you landed on Hule on the Sky Splitter was masterful, truly remarkable. Although there's still room for improvement when it comes to your teaching technique in battle, the Xianzhou Yaoxing offers so many opportunities for this. So if you one day have the urge to leave the Luofu... What? And see a brother Horizon come and find me on the Xianzhou Yaoxing... I have chills. What an offer. Right? Because, like, it's two things. It could be her saying, like, hey, like, if you ever get tired of being here, like, you can be a part of the Yaoxing. It also could be, like, you can expand your horizons and learn stuff from the Yaoxing. Either way, that's a huge offer. That shows how much faith she has in you, how much potential she sees in you. I understand if I have an opportunity in the future, I will make sure not to miss out on your proposal instruction, General. Yeah, so it's an offer for... Excuse me. It was an offer for extra training, for work, extra experience. That is huge. That is legitimately like if you're playing like football and like a person from like another team, but in the same country, like say it's like, you know, Real Madrid and Barcelona, and someone from the Barcelona team goes, hey, look, you know, we're on different teams, but you're really good. I would love to come and train with me someday. Like, you go crazy. You know what I mean? It's like, really, like, how would you not go crazy? All right, everyone. Time has passed us by. It's time for us to bid farewell now. You guys are amazing. You are an amazing group of characters. Let's take a group picture. I've got a side crane ready. Oh my god, are you joking? Stop. Oh my god. This is so sweet. Are we actually going to see the picture? No, I have to take the picture. Wait, zoom back a bit. We got to get them all in the frame. Are you kidding me? Look at that. It's not perfect, but it's mine, you know? Look at that. Even Daonong's doing the respectful hand in the heart. Like, everyone's kind of doing their own personality. Like, Xiao Shou's doing this serving look as well. Yangqing's kind of like being that, you know, that kid at every party where it's like, do I have to take this picture? Very fun stuff. And just like that, the Yaoxing guests boarded their star skiff and left the port. And now we have to wait for the guests from the... Oh, like, Yun Li, right? Judging by the standard vessel transfer time, the Zhu Ming guest should be arriving any moment. Yeah, great cast of characters, by the way. The people of the Yaoxing are amazing. I grew to love Xiao Shou. He's like in my top 10 favorite characters now. And as a trio, their care for each other and their interactions with each other like mean the world to me as well. Okay, I'll wait here. After a few months, the Zhu Ming guests arrive at the port. Yaoxing of the Astral Express crew, thank you for waiting. I bid you farewell, General Yuan. I love how they're always like the first to be respectful. Again, because they know the traditions, right? They definitely do. I bid you farewell. And of course, you're the apprentice of... look how amazing she looks. Look at her. I bid you farewell, General Yuan. Yeah, I'm going to go along with it, 100%. But I want to hear more from you youngsters. Yun Li, did you not have lots prepared you wanted to say before you left? Oh, you say goodbye to Yangqing, your new best friend. As master, I should pass on some words of advice to March before I leave. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Master Yun Li. Come to think of it. You never took part of the war dance, did you, in the end? I mean, like, she was supposed to, but obviously, like, things definitely changed, in the end, you know? Oh, well, no, I didn't. Weren't you and March both treated in the Alchemy Commission at the time? You think I don't know that? What I mean is, as she's not yet competed in the initial target for her training, March still has not completed her tuition. I don't want you slacking on your training while I'm back at the Xiaoqiu Zhumin. Yeah, she has to keep training. She hasn't done her objective. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on her. Good. No spoiling her like you normally do. I will spoil March. She will get everything she wants. I'm just being honest with you. The training is not going to be, the training is not going to be heavy. It's not going to be mean. She's going to get trained by whatever she wants. What do you want to do today, March? Want to do some sit-ups? Sure. What do you want to do today, March? Want to just eat some ice cream with me on the couch as we watch some movies? Sure. You know, that's what's going to happen. Kind of think, but Master Yun Li, weren't you originally after the reward that General Yuan was offering? Aren't you sad you weren't able to take part in the war dance? I'm not that sad. I heard Yangqing took the victory as ringmaster, so the sword still rests in worthy hands. Oh my freaking god. What a freaking, like, turnaround for these characters. Plus, my grandfather has brought all prizes, all the prize all the way here, so it does seem a little unceremonious for me to just win it and take it straight back. I will not steal Yangqing's thunder this time, and I don't want to embarrass him. Okay, we can say it like that. Such a gracious generosity, Yun Li. You really helped me save face as a lawful swordmaster. Their bickering's more playful now. It's more fun, right? It was always, like, funny, but, like, it seems like you can tell they're, like, they appreciate each other now, for sure. But I brought the awesome blade over to use it in this moment of farewell. Well, Yangqing loves that sword more in his life, and yet gift giving is quite an art. Wait. Is he giving the sword away? Whoa, are you really thinking of giving your sword to Yun Li, Master Yangqing? Really, the sword is proof of victory in the war dance. Now I feel bad about taking your sword before. Oh my god, I never thought well, I actually did. No, actually, I shouldn't say I never thought it. That's just like an expression. Because when I think about it, I actually was like, they're destined to be best friends. I said it. They're destined to be. It's the way they wrote the story. It wasn't like me predicting it. It's like the story was like built up in such a good way. What generosity. I knew I was right about you. You're such a humorous, Yun Li. This was the sword I wanted as the ringmaster. I was thinking that as you were leaving, you would not see it for a while. I brought it so you could touch it. Well, that's time and ease your regrets. Look at his face. Okay, I was thinking, well, Yangqing really just loved that sword more in his life. No, that's hilarious. Because again, as you said, even after they're friends, they're going to be bickering, but it's still hilarious, right? Let me translate for you. Master Yun Li, no, this is my sword. You can't have it yet. I mean, they're kids. They're kids. But Yun Li, you can't take it back. You can't take it back. You said you respect him. This boy is just like me at his age. This is so fun. You, Yangqing, you just wanted to rub that salt on my wounds, huh? You listen to me. Once you finish resting, bring that sword to Zhumin and find me. I will forge a good sword as an apology. However, you know the rules. You must meet me in steel and win the sword fair and square. Got that? It's a promise. That's great, right? It's like the idea is like, hey, like, yeah, I'm going to apologize for me being mean to you before. Or me, I was bickering before. But, like, you still have to win it off me. That's the kind of our traditions. And look at the eyebrows pointed down. Recent events have inspired me to travel afar and expand my knowledge of this life. As you so kindly invited me, Yunli, it's a promise. Again, best friends. Best friends. Best friends. Lingsha happens to arrive at the harbor just as Yumin and guests are about to leave. Okay, cool. Great design, isn't it? Looks like you made it just in time for the show. You're leaving too, Miss Lingsha? I'm here to bid farewell to our Yumin guests, as are you. I'm here to bid farewell to our Yumin guests, as are you. I've spent so many years studying on the Xianzhou Yumin and been under the care of the Arden Regia. I'm basically half native Yumin person at this point. Okay, that's really cool. It's all thanks to Miss Lingsha, the guests from afar, the Cloud Knights who participated in the operation, and March receiving timely care and treatment at the Alchemy Commission. Who else but Miss Lingsha could have handled all these harrowing incidents? You so much respect. And honestly, like, she did do an amazing job. She really did. Not all this. This all simply is the work of the Alchemy Commission. After eliminating the deeply rooted disciples of the Santis Medicus and the Vidyahara Preceptors, it would fall on you to rebuild the Alchemy Commission, Lingsha. It is time for us to say our farewell. Honestly, that's awesome though as well. That's awesome that they're showcasing that, like, she, like, legitimately is, like, going to be, like, the... I don't know if you call it the hope for the Alchemy Commission. Like, she's taking on that burden, right? For sure. Safe journeys, General Hwayan and Miss Yunli. I hope that you shall send my regards to the Ardens Regia. I will not let all that I learned on the Xianzhou Yumin go to waste on the Xianzhou Luofu. Well, then it's time for me to be on my way. I love that we're getting updates on all these characters, right? Especially with Lingsha, like all she's done on here as well, the uncovering of the stuff with the Alchemy Commission, her taking over as well. She can bring it into a new era, right? Let's take a group picture. Yes. What I mean, okay, guys, I am dying today. I think I'm actually dying. I have a mung bean soda for y'all to take with you. I think I'm dying. Let's go again. Man, look at this picture we're taking again. It's so freaking sweet. I love how far this whole scene shows how far Yangxing and Yunli have come, right? For sure. Not only that, but it shows like how much work Lingsha and how much respect Lingsha has as well around this place too, and what she's gonna have to do in the future also. Really cool stuff. I notice now that Yunli's around because he doesn't want to act like he's nervous. He's not doing the nervous head scratch anymore, you know? Edit it. That was an old past day. Well, that's actually really nice. Right? That's really cool. Girl power? Okay. Yeah. And just like that, the Jumin guests boarded the Starskiff and left the port, and Lingsha returned to the Alchemy Commission. A Starskiff silently pulled to stop to the familiar figure of Master Diviner Fu Shen emerges from the hatch. That's pretty cool. Okay. We're meeting all these characters today. I've been devoted to divining the cause and effective outcomes of so many things, yet I never divined that there would be so many people here to meet in my return to the Xianzhou. I see Xianzhou Luofu really just can't go on without me. Honestly, you are the future of the Xianzhou, so... The future general. Diviner Fu, how we've been waiting for so long. Thank you for your warm welcome. I have returned. Let me explain. Yangxing explained about seeing off the Xianzhou guests and the reality that he had no idea Fu Xuan was returning. Oh no, don't say that. I understand that what has happened. Although this was merely a coincidence, it is still a fact that you are all here now. How about you meet me halfway? Meet me halfway is a strange expression for this, but why don't we pretend you were all awaiting my tribe for return? That's it, yeah, just for ego. Everyone needs a little bit of ego boost sometimes. We all deserve a little ego boost as well. Actually, Yangxin, forget it. You've all been the Luofu all this time, and you didn't even notice I wasn't here? I mean, you literally were. That the unfortunate thing for me is that, like, she actually was there physically. That's why I didn't question, like, why she wasn't showing up all the time as well, you know? She was literally physically there. You know what I mean? Like, she was there, like, literally a few minutes ago. We went up to see Xing Shui. If you're never here, we would never have had so many issues, 100%. Precisely. There's no way so many things would go wrong with me around. Yeah, we gotta... Again, everyone deserves an ego boost sometimes. Everyone does. I don't care what anyone says. Everyone deserves a little bit of like a jolt to the ego. Bit of confidence, we should say. You must be tired. Master Diviner Fu, I have mung bean soda. Please take 1 cup as a welcome back gift. Thank you, that is very kind. However, I'm quite picky when it comes to drinks. Almost no regular Luofu citizen actually drinks mung bean soda. It'll take you some time to try some Startero bubble tea, and you'll understand. Actually, like, that's what Ireland is like. Used to be like with Guinness. The most popular beer for a while in an alcoholic drink in Ireland was Heineken, and then but Guinness is like the most famous thing we have in Ireland. And whenever people, tourists come to Ireland, they always drink Guinness. But in the recent years, in the past 10 years, it became a resurgent thing because it was like something that was like not as popular as other things. Like I'm not trying to say like, oh, hipsters or whatever. I'm not trying to say that. It's just like it happens sometimes. You get a resurgence sometimes where people are like, it becomes almost like a big thing to be like, oh, let's get a Guinness. And now Guinness has become like mega popular once again with Irish people. But at one point, you'd never see anyone drinking Guinness that often in Ireland. At least for me, I never did. What did you learn about Yushe? I was mainly supporting General Yao Guan with providing details about the Ambrosial Arbor disaster, discerning the truth from the lies in Jing Louis' confession. Honestly, I had no time to wrestle or anything new, okay, especially with Jing Louis stuff. As for results, although you're all precarious Yanxu allies, it's not the best time to reveal all. I still need to discuss things with Jin Yuan. You just await my good news. So that's a bit of a ominous way of saying it, right? But I guess like it's one of those things where it is like a lot of deep stuff, especially with Jing Liu. Did you hear about Huli's escape from prison, Master Diviner? News about his escape spread like wildfire, of course. Of course, I'm aware, although, much like the citizens of the Xianxiu, I had nothing but joy when I heard the entire matter was under control of the Seat of Divine Foresight and the Ten Lords Commission. Yeah, and if you were here to see what happened, it was insane. It really was. But again, it's really interesting to see like not only stuff like with Jing Louis coming back up again, but also the stuff with like it showcases how fast the news spread about Hule, as it would. A terrifying situation, you know? I divined a rough idea of how things unfolded on my return from a journey, and I must say, we are so fortunate to have you. Our guests from the Astral Express have saved the Xianxiu Luofu from disaster once more. Thank you so much. And again, she comes off as very prickly, but she always will, like, you know, be honest and straightforward. And even in these moments, it's honest and straightforward to say the truth, which is the Astral Express have done so much for the Xianxiu as well. Just like they've done a lot for us, you should have told us you were coming back. I do not like fusses. This was simply a work trip, and there's no need for a welcome party. Although I did contact Xing Shui in advance and tell her to come meet me at the Starskiff Haven. I see she's nowhere to be seen. Looks like it's time to head back to the Divination Commission to see exactly what excuse she has this time. Can I say this time, Fu Xuan? She actually was in like a very emotionally down place for a bit there when she did the divining stuff with the Jade Abacus. She was working really hard, and she was in a really upset state. Xing Shui, run! It's okay. He actually was planning to say the farewells to the crew, so he could be your welcoming party too. We have to take the group picture together first, though. Not a bad suggestion at all, Miss March. Let's do that. I am so... Oh my god, we're taking a picture with Fu Xuan as well. I didn't expect this. Did not expect this. Oh my god, they're so sweet together. Look at this. We gotta get everyone in the photo as much as possible. There we go. Love it. And Fu Xuan just folding her arms. The crew visits the Luofu all the time. Even if we are guests at Seat of Divine Foresight, there's no need to go all the effort of a formal send-off. We'll say goodbye for now, but if the Xianxiu Alliance has anything further to discuss in the future, please don't hesitate to contact the conductor. Yeah, 100%. We are friends now. We are all pals now. After all, the Astral Express is now the Alliance. Is now in alliance. What is wrong with me today, guys? With the Xianxiu Alliance. Yeah. I mean, this is what Elio wanted. 100%. Elio's getting everything he wanted. I bring up Elio because he's my boss. That's right, though you may be our guest from across the starry skies, it will not be difficult for us to meet again. Should you wish to return to the Xianxiu Luofu, I'm certain that we will have a chance to meet again. So I can learn from you all once more. Honestly, I also intend to board the Express and set off my own adventure of self-improvement. I wonder what you would all say to that. You would be so welcome. You would be so welcome. You're more than welcome, of course. Oh yeah, weren't Himiko and Mr. Yang saying they wanted to come along today too? We could find him and discuss it further. I'm still recovering from my wounds, so I'm not ready yet to depart. That matter can wait for now. Whenever you want to, that'll be so amazing. And he's perfect for that. Looks like our Express family aren't going to make it in time. Indeed, let's leave the farewell party here for today. On behalf of the crew, I would like to thank the Xianxiu Luofu for your hospitality. Safe travels, friends. So we're leaving now. At that moment, they decided to port. That's such a great scene with Fu Xuan as well. She's so funny. Oh, they're there. I can't believe Xianxiu Luofu is still busy even after the war dance is over. Yeah, where are March and the others? Don Hong said they were waiting to port. I imagine they must be nearby. There's Xing Shui. Congratulations to Lady Fu for your outstanding performance and courageous efforts on this Xianxiu Yushe. I would hereby like to celebrate the triumvirate of Master Fu Shen, known as only as the Light in the Xianxiu Luofu Divination Commission, and the Divine Foresight candidate. Wait, she went to the wrong port. Miss, open your eyes. We're not Master Fu Xuan. She went to the wrong port. Oh, she is working hard. This time she did not try to get off work. Oh no, please, someone help her. And could that be Miss Himiko? Indeed I am. Then where's the Master Diviner? How we know? Where did your Master Diviner even get here? You don't mean I missed her? Huh? Oh no, that's so... Okay, that's that quest complete. I'm very happy that we did that. She went to the freaking right port. She went to the wrong port, but was like... she had the right attitude. Not only did she help so much with us while Fu Xuan was gone, she actually had the right attitude about everything too. She was like going to meet her at the port. Hopefully Welton Himiko can explain the situation maybe. Because she's not going to believe that she went to the wrong port. She will not. Guys, that was another amazing thing there. I love the entire how do I say it? The quest. What's wrong with me today? Where are we? Where am I? I love the idea of just saying goodbye to all these characters, getting a proper farewell to all of them. They all had like a lot to like say in their own like with their own personalities, like the stuff with Yunli and Yangxing kind of like having their little arguments with each other, but like they're still kind of very much closer than they were before. Seeing Fei Xiao, Jiao Shou, and Maze and how they're moving forward, and honestly like it's really great to see them as a trio at any point. Talking to Ling Sha and her new like responsibilities in the Alchemy Commission, all this stuff too. She has like so much she has to do. Obviously there's still a lot of corruption still within the Zansho that still needs to be fixed, but Ling Sha is obviously like a great person to put one step forward, and we can definitely like have a belief and faith in her. She's amazing. And then of course the stuff there's there with Fu Shen when she arrived back on the Luofu, and she's so funny. She was expecting like, hey, you know, did you think I was gone? And so you have to butter her up a little bit as well. Well, she deserves it too. She is a fantastic character also, and I'm excited to see excited to hear from more of the Zansho in the future. It's so great seeing all the characters one more time before they go. So this mission was a very like emotionally impactful mission, this entire War Dance event. And I think it's one of those situations where it wasn't like super heavy on lore, but I feel like that's actually like not always a bad thing. Just like having heavy kind of like term heavy or information heavy missions isn't a bad thing either, but I like that Star Rail balances it out sometimes. Where you can have like one mission that has like, and it's usually like sometimes Trailblaze missions, they will have like so much information in like, you know, a 10-minute span. Whereas like then you'll compare it to like a mission like this where there is like some heavy information, of course, about Igor and stuff like this as well. But it's not as like dense with information. And I feel like that's like, you know, it doesn't make either or bad. It just means that like it's actually really good at balancing that stuff out. Because I feel like, you know, 110%, if every single mission was just like unbelievably information heavy constantly, I feel like I would forget way more about stuff because there's so much, you know. Now, there is a lot of information in Honkai Star Rail, but like I think I've been doing a good job personally of like remembering stuff. I do forget some stuff sometimes, and you guys have to like fill in the blanks, but that's okay. I always liken it to the idea of like me walking, you know, through Honkai Star Rail, picking up a bunch of items or information, but that are, let's say they're items in this analogy, picking up like a bunch of items that are the information, and then you guys are walking behind me with like a net to catch the ones that I forget. That's the way I always look at it. And I think it's not a bad thing, right? But this was still a very emotionally, like emotionally full of depth. I would say that's the way you put it in this whole event. This was Luca's event. This was Luca's time to like become even a bigger character than he was before, which is kind of interesting because that's why I'm kind of grateful for like live service games like this, because they can explore characters in a way that like you never expected to hear them or see them be explored in this way. Because Luca as a character was already like really like three-dimensional to me. He was a character who like was super confident. He had all these like really funny, like charming, cheesy lines. But you found out a lot of those cheesy lines were because they came, you know, it was from Margie. Margie came up with those lines for him. And like we already knew that he had like a very good relationship with the people of Belobog and the underworld. But also he was like an inspiration to kids and people alike, especially the kids, right? They looked up to him, especially the kids who, you know, to themselves looked at themselves in a different way because maybe they had like a they couldn't walk or they had an injury or some kind, and they looked to Luca as someone who has like, you know, the metal arm, and he got that injury before in his life too, and he moved forward in life because everyone obviously is, you know, worthy and deserves a like comfortable living and a comfortable life, obviously. And I think it's one of those things that like he was always that inspiration to those people. But now we even figure out that that inspiration that he was to them it's an amazing thing already, but this whole event showcased that this like weighed on him. And it's not, by the way, the fault of the people who looked up to him, like, not at all. I want to make that clear. I'm not saying like, oh, those kids who looked up to Luca. That's not what I'm saying whatsoever. I'm saying that it's like that type of like, you know, pressure is beautiful and also very kind of like tough in a way too, because on one hand it's like, yes, Luke is so happy that he has like people that look up to him, and he has people that like look towards him and get inspired by him, and they live their life a little bit stronger because of that. But also in the back of his mind, he's also thinking to himself, man, all these people that are inspired by me, like, I have to keep fighting, constantly have to keep fighting. But why do I keep fighting? And these are the questions he's asking himself. It becomes like almost like a cycle, because it starts off, and I imagine it starts off, and this is just me speculating, I can't, like, he didn't say this exactly, but I'm just like kind of like using what I'm thinking happened. It's like, it starts off like, I gotta be an inspiration to all these people to show them that they can fight. And then you're like, oh my god, it's working. Like, all these kids are like feeling so much happier day to day, but then, like, you know, Margie dies. People in Balebog in the underworld die. They starve. They you know, lose their life to violence. And Lucas starts to think, I'm inspiring these people to keep fighting, but why? Like, because in the end, they're just going to lose this battle, right? And that's the whole thing. That's what was playing in on his mind, by the way, because, and I think it becomes more apparent when you step outside your circle, right? And this is something that happens in life, I think, all the time, where Luca was... maybe not, I don't think he was unaware of this thing in his head. I think it was in the back of his mind all the time about this. And going to a new location and feeling out of his depth and feeling like he doesn't belong in this place and feeling like he's not going to win, he's going to lose, that he's not worthy of being here. All those things then creep into your mind then. It's almost like when you're anxious over one thing and you're kind of like very upset about one thing, we all know what it feels like in some way, obviously in different severities. But with Luca, I feel like it's one of those situations as well that he was upset about, you know, the nerves about, is he good enough? Am I good enough? I lost to Japard, and all this pressure that they put on me again. Once again, Japard and Bronya are looking towards me to do something good for Balebog. The people at Balebog are once again looking towards me as an inspiration. Can I live up to this? I feel like I'm out of my depth. I feel like I'm going to lose. Boot Hill beat me in a battle. But I feel like the reason why that door opened and let all those feelings in is because he went to the Zansho. He's a fish out of water. The food is different. The people are a little bit different. He's made mistakes. He's walked up to people who are like, you know, Vidyahara, who are like maybe like, you know, a little older than he thought, and called him like, you know, a little kid and stuff like this as well. He's out of his depth in a totally new location. So all those other feelings are coming in of like, what's the point? What's the point? And I think like we saw that like with the hallucinations. I think that they're definitely a symbol of those hallucinations were an amazing writing piece of those symbolic of like what Luca's going through, and you know, Cocolia being, I think, a symbol of going back to subjugation, to the times before when all these people didn't have food, didn't have water, didn't have heat, didn't have resources, all this stuff in the underworld, and they were dying because of it and didn't have medicine. Margie died because of the separation of the overworld and the underworld. Let's not lie about this. Luca knows this too. So Cocolia is a symbol of going back to that time when those people were suffering even more than they are now. That's what it is. And then he saw, you know, the Memory Zone meme, and it's one of those things as well. When he saw the meme of death, he also then, in his mind, that was a symbol of the idea of all these people losing their lives, Margie losing their lives. What's the point of fighting? Am I going to lose my life? What, you know, all these things. But the difference obviously is, like with that as well, is that Luca, maybe unknowingly so, still moved forward into 6 bullets. You know, he got shot with 6 bullets, but he still moved forward into those 6 bullets. And as Argenti said, that's one of the most like beautiful things I've ever seen. Like to be terrified and still like run towards a barrage of bullets is, you know, you could say in real life, don't do that, please. Do not do that. But in like, you know, Honkai Star Rail, if you're Luca, it's like, okay, that's pretty inspirational in a way. But he found out, I think, through Tale and through other means as well, that the people who died fighting, just like Margie, shouldn't be looked upon in that way. You know what I mean? Where it's like, and they did turn on its head where it's like, at first, Lucas saw it as losing a battle. Because that's what was on his mind, you know? That was what was on his mind. And then he kind of realized, with the help of Tale and the help of like looking back at all of his history and trying to compartmentalize his feelings and understand his feelings, he realized that winning and losing is such like a relative like weird thing to put on anyone's life, because at the end of the day, if you fight really hard and you're fighting for your life and you fight every single day and you fight to just get that next day of happiness. Yes, it's not nice and it's not easy, but you never look down on, and not that he was looking down on Margie, he wasn't doing that. He would never look down on Margie, but it's one of those situations where like he was phrasing it wrong, or in his head he had it wrong. Margie didn't lose. She just died to an illness that she couldn't control, but she fought every day to have, a better life. Luca was a part of that too, where, I said in this whole event, where Luca was saying like, what's the point of fighting? What's the point of keeping going? What's the point of me being an inspiration for people when they just die anyway? Like, I'm giving people false hope, when in reality, like, Margie got a good life for the time she had because of Luca. And you could say, well, what about our family? But like, I think it's one of those situations where like, or what about the, the orphanage and things like this too? But it's actually like in a real way, he has to look at it as, and he did eventually look at that where it's like, she fought every single day. And he didn't say this, but like I said, Luca was her quality of life. She got to be inspired by someone. She got to be treated like she was like not sick for a while, and she was supported, and she had a hero who would like listen to her ideas and stuff like this as well. Which again, I don't know if anyone is someone who is sick sometimes, chronically sick. I'm not saying like like as bad as Margie was, but like I imagine there is an element sometimes of people constantly like talking to you as if you are, two, right? Sometimes where it's like, oh, like this and this and this, like, oh, no, how are you feeling? Like that type of thing. And while it can be, people mean well, it can kind of be like, even as a kid, it's kind of like, you're probably like, man, like no one is letting me grow. No one's letting me be like that, like a person who like they're maybe treating me like, with like I'm in a bubble sometimes. But Luca balanced this amazing balance of support for Margie while also allowing her to like feel like she was living a good life. Because yeah, that input on his name, and he literally utilized her catchphrases in the fights as well. Like that must have made her feel so good. Again, treating her like she's a human, just like anyone else, as she is. She is. Should never be looked down upon. And again, Luca wasn't looking down. I want to make that clear. He was just like had the improper way of looking at his head, and it was really messing with his head. Understandably so. All these people that he inspired still died in the end. And I think that was the lesson of this entire event. Was for Luca, it was the idea of just because you lose a fight doesn't mean you lost everything. He lost to Yang Xing in the end. He lost. But in the end, like, every single person in that crowd was cheering for Luca and Yang Xing. Luca became the number one it boy of the, like to use a K-pop term, he was the it boy of that year. You know what I mean? Everyone was cheering for him, everyone was roaring for him. Because this is a character who came from a planet that people didn't know existed. like, a year ago, he came from a planet with a 400-year-old invitation, fought his way to the tournament, lost in like 2 seconds to Boot Hill, came back, beat Argenti, fought his way up through the tournament, beat Savarog, and then went toe-to-toe with Yang Xing, and his arm was destroyed, and he still had a pretty good fight with Yang Xing. How would you not be like so inspired by that? You know what I mean? Like, how would you not be like, oh my god, look at this guy? Like, the cheers and the roars for him. Like, and Yang Xing realized this too. Yang Xing went through a similar kind of like thing where he, not obviously exactly the same, but he also like had a problem winning and losing, and the idea of losing, that Jing Yuan kind of had to like, teach him something about as well, because Yang Xing also in parallels lost the Blade, lost in Biber Lune, lost the Jing Nu, you know what I mean? Nearly lost to Yun Li. And all these things Yang Xing knows now are lessons. There's something that help you move forward. And I think I love the parallels between those two characters. One of my favorite things is like, the idea of there is like a lot of parallels in this too with Yang Xing and Luca and their journey, 100% in their journey through becoming a better swordsman or a better fighter. The idea of taking wins and losses in your stride, all this stuff. It is like very much like parallel there, but it's also parallel between like, of course, Igor and Jin Yuan as well, and their relationship between, Yang Xing and Luca's once again. And I feel like, in a way, and we'll talk about more when we get to the Igor thing, but I feel like Jin Yuan, like, almost like in the healthy way lives through Yang Xing's experiences, you know what I mean? Not like the type of parent who like, makes Yang Xing like, put on some tap shoes and you could be a star for me, honey, like, do it for me, it's not like that way. It's more like, Like letting Yangqing live the life that he always wished that he could live. And I'll talk about that more when we talk about Igor as well. But just like to put a pin in the Luca thing, I think this is an amazing journey for Luca. It's one of my favorite stories that we've seen in Honkai Star Rail. I love the idea of Luca finally understanding like where he is in this world and his place in this world, and finally being able to come to terms with Margie. Not come to terms in terms of emotion, because it's always going to affect him, but come to terms with people of Belobog's death, come to terms with people of Margie's death, and understanding, you know, the difference between like, you know, losing and, you know, losing. It's just because you lose analytically doesn't mean you lose literally, not literally, but like spiritually or, you know, metaphorically. And he made a lot of friends along the way. A lot of people helped him. Yeah, it was just a great journey from being so nervous when he got here, from like basically like, you know, as he said, well, was it doing something to the toilet after eating the food here? And then he like nearly quit the whole tournament because he had such doubts in himself. He had a fear of death. He had a fear of losing. He had a fear of going back to the time in Belobog where if he failed this tournament that they would have to go back to like the subjugation that they had before. They were going to have less resources. He feared, having to, you know, face the people of Belobog after everything that happened. But understanding that, like, you know, even in defeat, he has so many fans. He has so many people that love him and so many people that, like, truly think he's amazing. Even Savaraga was, like, giving him compliments. I think it's a really fantastic journey he's gone on and a very emotional journey. It's really, really, a really good arc for Luca, a really good arc. And he's made a lot of friends, as I said. And I also love as well in the end, like, you know, it was Jin Yuen who kind of, like, talked about Luca being the embodiment of Belobog. He is the fighter for Belobog. And, you know, they talked about it much later with the Igor stuff. And we're going to talk about Igor now, just right now. But Jin Yuen was like saying that, you know, he thought that they had died. He thought everyone in Belobog died. And then when he saw Luca again, and again, that's why I think Jin Yuen lives true, like vicariously through the next generation. He genuinely does. And not in an unhealthy way. Like, there's a reason why, like, he loves Yangqing, like, getting all these experiences. There's a reason why, like, he loves seeing Luca now after all these years and him reminding of Igor. There's a reason why he, like, wanted Dan Heng so desperately to move on with his life. Because he can't. He legit can't. He's stuck in the one place emotionally for the rest of his life. And again, while he's a good person, and it made me sad just saying that, but, like, he is always going to have the past on his mind. He's lived for so long that all the mistakes and all the stuff that's happened throughout his life, all the helplessness he's felt, he cannot get past it. He can't. He remembers the quintet every day. He remembers Igor every day. He remembers, like, you know, like all these past, you know, traumas every single day. And again, as I said, in a healthy way, being able to watch Yangqing, you know, make these new relationships. And yeah, to top of the Igor thing, to also bring that into it. Like, the Igor thing was actually a really cool bit of information too. This hero that inspired Luca so much so that Luca wanted to be just like him. And, like, they had a very similar vibe. But Igor's story is basically a story of, you know, no fear of failure. Someone who went to another planet, countless places, countless tournaments and different locations to try and find help for Belobog with the Stellaron crisis that was happening in the Antimatter Legion, but nobody will help him. And even with that, after all the times he got turned away, no, the IPC were taking advantage of him and all this stuff as well, he turned around and said, I'm just going to head back to Belobog then. I'm going to fight. And that's why he's like, Igor was the embodiment of Belobog at one point, and Luca is like the true embodiment of, like, Belobog as well. I'm not saying it's good they had to fight, by the way. And I mentioned this, like, as I cross over with, like, Irish history and stuff like that too, where it's like, the people who died for me to live a happy life shouldn't have had to have died. You know what I mean? They should have had to. And it's the same thing with Belobog. But it's also, like, very, you know, it's just still a very inspirational thing for Luca to see someone like Igor fight so hard for Belobog, even though it seemed like it was hopeless, because he wouldn't be able to forgive himself. And that's what, you know, Luca kind of had to come to terms with as well. It's like, yes, it wasn't good that they had to fight and scratch and claw, but I'm glad that the people of Belobog did survive and scratch and claw and get to where they are today. And Jin Yuen said, you know, Luca embodies that. He's like an ancient person himself. He embodies that spirit of Belobog. He's the reason why he looked at Luca from the crowd and basically said, oh yeah, why would everything Belobog would have been destroyed? That's so beautiful. Seeing Luca and then remembering Igor and being like, yeah, why did I think Belobog was dead? That's so crazy. Like, look at these guys, you know? And the Igor story, like, obviously is a story of the IPC once again, to me, using people. They only do things for their own profit, 100%. It's also a story of, you know, history of the Xianzhou's war, and also showing once again, the regrets that Jin Yuen has. And I talked about there, like, how he's stuck in place sometimes with all these memories, that him getting a little bit of, like, help to Belobog means a lot to him. It's probably like an emotional weight off his shoulders in some ways too, even though that won't be always off his shoulders forever. He wanted to help Igor, but he had no power at the time to do so because he was in the same position Yang Xing was. And that's why I'm saying he's living through this younger generation. He looks at Yang Xing raising the hand of Luca, and he sees this relationship now fostered between Belobog, and he's like, I'm going to take this one step further. F this trade agreement. A trade agreement with Belobog. And the reason why that trade agreement is so important is because that's going to save Belobog. Like, to have resources, because again, they still have, like, you know, some dealings with IPC, but you don't know how, like, important it is to get materials and goods and foods and medicine that's going to be so good. Like, imagine Jianshou medicine, right? Like, coming into Belobog, like, methods. And again, I think they literally showcased Ling Sha doing, like, the x-rays and stuff like this too, that Luca's never seen really that much of. Well, there probably is x-rays down in Natasha's clinic, but you know, the way that she did it, because they're trying to showcase, like, yeah, we're going to bring a lot of medicine here. We're going to bring a lot of, like, new resources in here too. And again, the Zanshou's going to work on a loss here, but again, that's why I think the general is 100% like, you know, just happy to do it because he's thought about this for hundreds of years. He has thought about this for 400 years. The idea that he wasn't able to, 700 years, that he wasn't able to help, even though there's nothing he could really do at the time as well. Yeah. And he's watching Yang Xing and Luca kind of like have the relationship now that he, I think as well, it's like he wanted to have more with Igor. He wanted to talk to Igor more. He wanted to like, you know, be happy with Igor. So he watches Luca now and Yang Xing and goes, man, you know, I'm glad they get to have that friendship now. Glad they have that companionship, and that Yang Xing gets to be friends with all these people from different planets and like people from Belobog as well, which is a really sweet thing. And then on like the other side of things, when I said he was living through Dan Heng as well, I think in that way it's more like subtle, where it's like you go on and live your life because he's the only one in the quartet who's going to be able to move on, really. You know, he is like the only person in the quartet that's going to truly able to move on is going to be technically Dan Heng, and that's why Genuine wanted him to move on too. Yeah, talking a lot about the emotional side of this stuff too. But it's one of my favorite stories, and it's one of my favorite arcs, and it's one of my favorite like character explorations of Luca, Yang Xing, and Jin Yuan. I feel like as well, like are the three characters in this whole arc that really had like a big character exploration. Obviously Luca especially, but yeah, the event itself was like super fun. I love the I really adored the fighting mechanics and the actual battle mechanics. It's really cool to see like all the different like ways that they change up a battle. Like the cheers really change a battle. The different characters we got to trial was all super fun. And at first, like, it was a super letdown. 100%. It's one of those things that like I of course I'm gonna say at the end of this. It was a super letdown that like the first two battles for Cocolia and for Topaz and for Boot Hill were actually not Boot Hill and Topaz, but here's the thing, as I said, story-wise, it makes sense. So it's like one of those things where I'm not going to like dock it too much, where it's like, okay, like I'm not going to be bad about that. Story-wise, it made perfect sense, and it actually added to the story in a lot of ways too. But they did, of course, then use like other boss battles that were already boss battles, like Argenti and Savarog and Yang Xing, which I do appreciate that as well. I think they did a good job of like, you know, utilizing that afterwards too. Which were great boss battles. I love the press conferences. They're really fun and like added like a different flair to it, and the newspaper stuff as well made it feel like a real sports event. The arena has such a great presence to it. It really did make it feel like it was a full-on like sporting event that everyone could go to and everyone would be happy about, and it was like super exciting. Yeah, it was like all in all like really great. I loved the little breaks we did in between with like, you know, the emotional, impactful stuff was really cool too. Like all together, like I found it to be a really great event. It really was a great event. In terms of the side quests as well, like I said, I probably put an insert there as well. But in terms of the side quests, just straight up, it's one of those situations where I decide what I do. I decide what I want to do and what I don't want to do. And in a quest that was already 10 hours, I didn't really want to do like the other side stuff in the war dance at that time. And, well, 9 hours, sorry. But also at the same time too, as I said, I will play favorites with some quests that I want to do and some quests I don't want to do. That'd be so silly if I didn't. You know, it's like, oh, well, you're doing this quest. It's like, yeah. It's my playthrough. I will do that other quest. But yeah, all this was like really great. I found it to be really emotionally impactful, and I cried over a trade agreement. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thanks so much to my patrons at the highest tier of my YouTube. If you want to join Patreon, you can check the description down below. Tyfire2, Jamie Bull, Janet Banana, The Ghost Zuma, Felicious Felix, Yule, Rada Shadusta, Lix Markey, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, High Kasparian, Jerabinum, Neo Sharite, and at the highest tier by YouTube, World Gamer 7, Blasco, and Lucinagi. I'll see you all so soon. Bye bye.